cancer-free future. City of Hope, pursuing cancer cures at the speed of life.
In Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Big stage.
When you want to talk LA sports, it's always been us.
Oh, baby.
With Dan Patrick at 6 a.m., Colin Cowherd at 9, Rogan and Rodney at noon, and Petros and Money at 3.
Go to the iHeartRadio app.
Nobody covers Los Angeles like us. Listen anywhere you are by telling your smart device, play AM 570 LA Sports on the iHeartRadio app.
It's right here. AM 570 LA Sports.
It's a game of inches, and it feels especially true in the postseason. The Dodgers know it, and so does Edmunds. Edmunds is here to make sure that you're getting a fair payout on your car, nothing less. You can use their free appraisal tool to see up to 3 offers from car dealers who want to cut a check for your ride. There's no obligation, so you can use it even if you're just curious about how much you can get. Don't come up short. Go for a deal that works for you. Visit edmunds.com/Dodgers to see your offers today.
Ready to hit your own home run? You can. You see, your donation to JFLA, the Jewish Free Loan Association, provides zero-fee, zero-interest loans for education, small businesses, medical needs, fertility treatments, and more to those in need. JFLA loans are designed to support independence and success without the financial burden of high interest rates or fees. And when those loans are repaid, the money is then loaned out again and again, multiplying your impact year after year. Turn a handout into a hand up. Visit JFLA.org and donate now.
Get ready, Dodger fans. Your Los Angeles Dodgers are back for October baseball.
The game's brightest star, ready for the game's biggest stage.
They're ready to run it back and defend their crown. Secure your spot at the ballpark and be part of the intensity of this year's postseason showdown. Feel the roar of the crowd, the thrill of clutch moments, and witness the world champs fight to keep the trophy where it belongs. Support your boys in blue. For tickets, visit Dodgers.com/postseason.
Fans expect to in every season, but imagine winning the championship 29 seasons in a row. Galpin Ford did that, being the #1 volume Ford dealer in the world for 29 years, led by the Bachman family as the largest family-owned and operated dealer group in Southern California. Galpin has been part of the community since 1946, offering great deals, great service with great people. In addition to Ford, Galpin's winning heritage includes Mazda, Honda, Volkswagen, Porsche, Land Rover, Aston Martin, Jaguar, Lincoln, Volvo, Polestar, and Lotus. Be a part of the Galpin story. It starts at Galpin.com.
Let's go to the Galpin Motors broadcast booth.
And now your voices of the LA Dodgers.
Rick Monday and Steven Nelson.
Live from Dodger Stadium, it's Game 2, the National League Wild Card Series between your defending world champion, Los Angeles Dodgers, and the visiting Cincinnati Reds. Hi, everybody. Rick Monday alongside Steven Nelson and with producer engineer Dwayne McDonald. The Dodgers victorious in Game 1, putting up 10 runs, 5 home runs into the ball game, 10-5 the final. And tonight in Game 2, the Dodgers trying to close out this series in a hurry, and they send out Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the mound tonight. Here's the rest of the starting lineup. It'll be Shohei Ohtani again, the designated hitter. Hit 2 home runs last night. Mookie Betts is at shortstop. Freddie Freeman at first base. Teoscar Hernandez also with 2 home runs last night in right field. Max Muncy is at third. In center is Andy Pages. KK Hernandez, another start in left field. Miguel Rojas will be at second base. And Ben Rortvedt will be behind the plate and doing the catching. For Yamamoto, 30 starts during the regular season and a record of 12-8. He had very little run support, and that record would have been much better than just 12 victories. And we'll find out tonight if the Dodgers can get on the board with plentiful number of runs. The umpiring assignments, Lance Barrett will work the plate tonight to call the balls and strikes. Quinn Wilcott is at first. Crew chief Alfonso Marquez umpiring at second. Trip Gibson is at third. Down the left field line, Ryan Addington. Down the right field line is Nick Marley. Dodgers trying to close it out in advance to the next series. But 9 innings of baseball coming your way. Happy to have you with us. Game 2 of the series, Wild Card Series. And with a play, here's Steven.
Thank you, Mo. Wherever you may be and however you may be listening, welcome back to Dodger Stadium. And welcome to October. Day 1 of October, Game 2 of this Wild Card Series. The Dodgers need one more win to advance the division series against Philadelphia. Yoshinobu Yamamoto's first pitch is in there. A curveball landing right in the heart of the plate. Strike one has us underway. Leading off TJ Friedl, left-handed hitting center fielder, was 0 for 4 with a walk and 2 strikeouts last night. Yamamoto's next pitch is another curve. That misses low, ball one. Yamamoto made all 30 starts in his second major league season. And he finished the regular season with 17 1/3 consecutive scoreless innings. The 1-1 pitch. Cut on and missed. Strike two. There's that splitter, the trademark pitch for Yamamoto. He threw the third most splitters in all the majors this year. That forces Friedl to call for time.
And that splitter also just a 136 batting average against it all season long.
Friedl back into the left-handed batter's box, crouches down deep toward his ankles, and now the 1-2. It tails away. Went back to the splitter, but missed with his second ball outside the zone. A square count. Yamamoto's 2.49 ERA in the regular season was the 4th best in all of baseball among qualified starters, and the lowest from any Dodger since Walker Buehler in 2021. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yamamoto steps back with his left leg, kicks and fires. And Friedl flies it in the air, left field side. Kike Hernandez on the run. It's in the gap. He reaches up, and he makes the catch. That was in the air a long time, and Kike hauled it in on the warning track for out number 1 of the game.
Oh, good jump and an absolutely perfect angle to get to the baseball. Just cuts down the distance that you have to run, and on the run, reached up high above his head. Big play to start off the ball game.
He went to a 3rd consecutive splitter against Friedl. Dangerous to triple up on a pitch to any big league hitter. But Kike Hernandez backing up Yamamoto. Now Spencer Steer is hit with a first pitch curve. And it's 77 miles per hour, so Steer takes first base. That'll bring up the former Dodger. Gavin Lux gets a nice round of applause from the Dodger fans here. A 2024 World Series champion. 1 on, 1 out. The top of the first. No score in game 2. The pitch is a ball outside. Fastball from Yamamoto at 95. Missed by 4 to 6 inches.
The thing with Yamamoto, just very little run support. You look at the 8 losses that he has this year. Dodgers averaged a half a run over those 8 games.
Yamamoto's next offering is a high cutter. Catches the top of the zone. Levels the count on Lux, 1-1. Lux did not start last night. Came off the bench. Was 1 for 1 with a pinch hit single in the 9th. Off Blake Trinan. 1 on, 1 out. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yamamoto deals. Lux swings through, strike 2.
Well, you looked last night at Snell, the job that he did, and for Yamamoto also. The 4th lowest earned run average of any starting pitcher in baseball. It's under 2.5. The last 6 starts, by the way, 2 runs or less allowed.
The Dodgers won all 4 of Yamamoto's starts last postseason. On a 1-2, Lux bounces it foul on the first base side just to stay alive. Got a piece of a curveball beneath the zone. Gavin Lux was asked before this series if he felt weird wearing red and being in the visitor side of Dodger Stadium, but he said he got all those emotions out of him when the Reds came here in August and he received his World Series ring. Count still 1-2. Steer with a casual leadoff first. The pitch is in the dirt, blocked by Rortvedt. Dribbles up the first base line.
It's really important, too, for a player in his career to understand, look, you move on. It actually was a good move for Lux because he had more opportunities to play. You know, we saw him in spring training at both third base and left field. He could play second, obviously. Came up as the shortstop.
Hit .269 in 140 games this year in Cincinnati. On a 2-2 pitch, Lux breaks his bat, rolls it to second. Backhand flip the bats. The turn going to be tough, not in time. The Dodgers only get 1. All that remains for Gavin Lux next to the batter's box, the handle and maybe 6 inches of splinter. The rest came bounding out towards second base and Miguel Rojas. Good work by Rojas to focus and make the play to get the lead runner.
I'll tell you what, the focus that Rojas had was really remarkable because both the bat and the ball were headed his direction.
So Lux replaces Steer. 2 outs in the first, no score. Yamamoto disengages for the first time before Austin Hayes digs in. Hayes, a right-handed hitting outfielder playing in right tonight, started in left for game 1. He went 1 for 3 with a run scored. The pitch catches the inside corner, or perhaps better to say catches a generous call from Lance Barrett. Strike 1 for Yamamoto. Hayes kind of shot the arms up and jumped out of the way, but still Yamamoto got strike 1. The next offering is high in the air, shallow right field. Hernandez making a long run. Inside the line, he clanks it off his glove. It's fair. And he's got to throw home, but Teoscar Hernandez just straight botched a lazy fly ball to shallow right field. So instead of the inning being over, it's now Lux on third and Hayes on second.
Well, one of the things that happens when you're running in one direction and looking up that high, you have a tendency to run on your heels. And it looks like the ball is bouncing. You need to get up on your toes a little bit more. That ball clanked off the little finger side of the glove.
So assuredly E9 on Teoscar Hernandez. Now extra pitches for Yamamoto. His first one to Sal Stewart is a strike on the inner third. Stewart, a rookie with a ton of slug. He only played 18 games down the stretch, was called up when rosters expanded on September 1st. Hit .255, but 6 extra base hits, including 5 home runs. The 0-1 from Yamamoto. Swing and a miss, strike 2. That's a curve and a beauty.
Well, the curveball opposing hitters this year hit $195 is all. He's not going to get a better curveball the rest of the night to hit. That was pretty much in the middle of the plate.
Rally towels furiously being waved at Dodger Stadium, trying to get Yamamoto through this first inning, working around the error from Hernandez. Second and third, 2 out. Nothing into the count. After a long pause, the pitch. It is a splitter downstairs, ball 1. Yamamoto faced these Reds in Cincinnati back in May. Or back in July, I should say. It's 7 innings against him. Got the win. Now facing him in October. His 1-2 to Stewart. Fouled away over the net to the right side.
That was a fastball down the middle.
At 97 from Yamamoto. Teoscar Hernandez with his hands on his hips in right field, hoping that Yamamoto can get him off the hook. Another 1-2 pitch is coming. It is low, 2-2. Again, the splitter. So, of course, it is no secret. That is the pitch for Yamamoto, the splitter. But it is very apparent that the Reds' game plan today is to avoid offering at that at all costs. 2 on, 2 out, 2 balls, 2 strikes with the deuce wild. Here's the pitch. Ground ball through the right side. An RBI single for Stewart. 1 run is in. Hayes will follow. And the Reds cash in on the brutal error in right by Teoscar Hernandez. 2-0 Cincinnati in game 2.
Yeah, the Dodgers should be hitting, but they're still on defense. Well, for Stewart, he had a couple of really good pitches to hit, and then with 2 strikes, kind of protection mode. And that ball was out away from him, and he hit it through the right side. Valiant effort and a dive to the backhand of Freeman, but not able to come up with it. And the Reds, who should have been out of the inning, have 2 runs on the board and still batting.
A 2-strike, 2-run base hit for Stewart, and now Elly De La Cruz. Strike 1 from Yamamoto. Not to mention the now 7 extra pitches Yamamoto has had to throw because Hernandez just straight clanked a fly ball to shallow right field, a couple feet inside the line. Stewart dancing off first, and Yamamoto is forced to disengage for the first time.
Well, for the Reds, this is just their second postseason appearance in the last 12 years, and it's their first lead in a postseason game since Game 3 in 2012.
The pitch, up and away.
That was the National League Division Series against the San Francisco Giants. So it's been a while since they have led a game postseason.
Well, they have lost 7 straight postseason games. Teoscar Hernandez just gift-wrapped 2 runs for him with their season on the line tonight. The 1-1 pitch, De La Cruz takes a whiff on strike 2. A curveball beneath the zone, but going to second base is Stewart. He's clapping his hands, stealing a bag, and getting into scoring position.
Yeah, the Dodgers didn't really pay much attention to him. During the regular season, 7 out of 12 attempts were successful in trying to steal against Yamamoto.
A ball and 2 strikes. De La Cruz lays off a curve. It's down in the dirt, 2-2. And Mo, we talked about it yesterday. This is a Cincinnati team that has prided itself on the slogan, "You can't kill us. We are cockroaches." And so with a chance to knock them out tonight, your pitcher just would put up a 1-2-3 inning. Or basically, he was going to strand a runner. And instead, an error has us working now a full count on De La Cruz. 25 pitches for Yamamoto. He should have been done after 14. The payoff pitch to De La Cruz. Strike 3 swinging. Got him with the curve. That strands Stewart, but Teoscar Hernandez's costly error gives Cincinnati the first inning lead. 2-0 Reds. Shohei Ohtani will lead off when we come back.
It's Trucktober at your Toyota dealer. Choose from the biggest inventory of the year of new Tacomas and Tundras with the biggest savings. Get a low APR or a great lease on the trucks with a legendary reputation for toughness, performance, and reliability. So hurry in today and take advantage of special Trucktober savings on a new Tacoma or Tundra, only at your Toyota dealer. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Now it's easier than ever to find the Toyota that's just right for you at Toyota.com. You can explore our full lineup of vehicles, compare features side by side, search our available inventory, see our latest offers, find a dealer. You can even build, price, and accessorize your Toyota right online. So for your next Toyota car, truck, or SUV, just visit Toyota.com. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Escape the confines of the city for the expansive beauty of the Santa Ynez Valley. Enjoy a vibrant 2-hour drive up the coast to your destination getaway, Shumash Casino Resort. Trade in your daily hustle and bustle for a stress-free, no agenda necessary break. We have all your favorite things, from a spacious gaming floor to a relaxing pool to an elegant 4-diamond restaurant. Pure joy awaits. Welcome to freedom. Go to ShumashCasino.com. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When you got real power, you can't lose.
Shohei Ohtani's first at-bat is brought to you by Asahi Super Dry Beer. Embodying the refreshing taste of modern Japan. Go beyond the expected. Well, last night, Blake Snell put up a 0 in the top of the first. That set the stage for Shohei Ohtani to hit a leadoff home run and set the tone in Game 1. Yoshinobu Yamamoto was about to throw a 0 in the top half. Alas, it didn't happen. So now Ohtani digs in, Mo, against Zach Littell with the Dodgers trailing 2-0.
Well, here's a right-hander also. He's going to change speeds. Does it very well. 10 starts since coming over right at the trade deadline from Tampa. But he gave up 36 home runs this year.
The first pitch of the game is a ball outside. At 92, Littell. He's unique in that he's a starting pitcher who throws a couple different non-fastballs more than any other hard stuff. Ohtani with a big swing and a big miss on a slider at 88, a ball and a strike. Shohei last night 2 for 5. That's 2 hits, both left the yard. Drove in 3, struck out 3 times. On a 1-1, Ohtani tries to check his swing but can't. That's a splitter that dove off the table and got strike 2. Ohtani finished the regular season with a 31-game on-base streak. Kept it going in Game 1 of the postseason. Now day one of October. 2-0 Cincinnati, bottom one on a 1-2 pitch. He tomahawks one to the first base side, fielded there by Stewart. He tosses to the covering Littell for the first out.
Well, for Littell, he doesn't throw the fastball the highest percentage. It's slider, splitter, then the fastball and sinker, and then the curveball. So he's the guy who's going to go against the grain. Yeah, but the Dodgers have to make sure they do not expand the strike zone and chase, in particular, that splitter out of the zone.
One out with Mookie Betts now up. He was 2 for 4 last night with a walk. Strike one from Littell, a fastball on the outer half at 93. Now, Betts said of the postseason, you don't rise to the occasion, you fall to your training. This is one of the hardest workers in the game, certainly in the Dodgers clubhouse. He swings and fouls back a sweeper at strike two.
I said last night, the tendency in postseason is trying to speed things up. The trick is to figure out how to slow things down. Bring the game back to you.
Littell with a deep breath, and now an 0-2. And Betts lines it into left field, a base hit. That's going to get all the way to the wall and left. Bounces at the base of the short wall. Mookie Betts strolling into second with a stand-up double.
Well, Betts got hot at the right time. September hit .299. And here we are in the first evening of October.
So he gets into scoring position for Freddie Freeman. Like Betts in game one, Freeman was 2 for 4 with a walk. The top three in total for the Dodgers, 6 for 13, a .462 average last night. Trying to keep it rolling. Strike one from Littell, a fastball at the knees at 93. The chance of Freddie rain down as the World Series MVP steps in with the Dodgers trailing 2-0. 1 on, 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. Littell looks back at Betts, focuses on Freeman, who is a little tardy, fouls a strike off the net, drops down in the on-deck circle, fielded by Teoscar Hernandez.
Yeah, Littell works off the extreme first base side of the pitcher's slab. I mean, he barely has his toes in contact with it.
Littell, extreme first base side of the rubber. His 0-2 pitch slashed again into the net north of the Dodger on-deck circle. Now, Freddie Freeman has a 6-game postseason hitting streak going back to game one of last year's Fall Classic. 8 for his last 24. Trying to battle behind 0-2. Littell with a check on Betts and a pitch to Freeman. Strike three, swinging. Beat him with the slider that was in the heart of the plate. That's out number 2. At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, groundbreaking research meets world-class expertise in treatment. U.S. News and World Report is once again named CHLA the #1 hospital in California at chla.org. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Betts on second, 2 outs, 2-0 Cincinnati. First pitch from Littell. There's a fastball at the top of the zone, but called ball 1. Hernandez last night was a beast for the Dodgers. 3 for 5 with 2 home runs and 4 driven in. This pitch is popped in the air. Shallow right field. Hustling in Hayes. He's camped out there. He will make the catch. So Hernandez cannot make up for his error in the top of the first as he ends the bottom of the first. Betts' 1-out double is stranded. 2-0 Cincinnati going to the second.
LA's best sports star.
That's a good endorsement there.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Take your fun higher at Harrah's Resort SoCal with the help of Funner California Mayor Martin Short. Test your luck at one of 500 slots or over 50 table games. Then level up your fun with one of Mayor Marty's favorite dishes at one of 11 restaurants, including the world's largest Hell's Kitchen. Take relaxation to a funner level when you try a Mayor-approved treatment at the Spa at Harrah's or chill at one of 3 award-winning pools. To score a winning getaway to Funner California, visit harrissocal.com today.
Hey, it's Freddie Freeman. When it comes to your child's health, you want the team from Children's Hospital Los Angeles. At CHLA, groundbreaking research meets world-class expertise, with care completely tailored to kids. U.S. News and World Report has once again named CHLA the #1 hospital in California and ranked in the top 10 nationally for pediatrics. Whether it's routine checkups or life-saving treatments, Children's Hospital Los Angeles is where families turn. Find an all-star doctor today at chla.org.
Matt Money Smith here. Did you know that Galpin now has Genesis in the family? Yes, Galpin Genesis of Van Nuys. Nearly 200 vehicles ready for immediate delivery. They want you to be comfortable. Shop and buy from home. Check it out at genesisofvannuys.com. Find your vehicle. You'll set up your lease or finance terms through DocuSign, and they'll bring it right to you. They want to be number one. It's championship season, and Jack Ribicoff is motivated. Want you to ask for him by name. He is the general manager. Check out that massive inventory at genesisofvannuys.com and ask for Jack Ribicoff.
Now,
this very moment,
back to the Galpin Motors broadcast booth on your official home of Los Angeles Dodgers baseball.
Angel City FC 2026 season tickets are now on sale. Learn more about the benefits of being an ACFC season ticket member at angelcity.com. Back at Dodger Stadium, Reds 2, Dodgers nothing. Top of the second, Yoshinobu Yamamoto back on the mound. He'll face the bottom of the Cincinnati order, Stevenson, Hayes, and McLean. Yamamoto threw 26 pitches in the first inning, 12 after Hernandez's error in right, an atrocious error that ultimately cost the Dodgers the first 2 runs of the game. Tyler Stevenson swinging a warm bat. Big right-handed hitting catcher takes a first pitch sinker inside. It is called strike one. That is a generous zone. Stevenson last night 1 for 4 with an RBI double. 7 of his last 12 hits have gone for extra bases. Yamamoto ahead of him 0-2 after pouring a fastball in there at 97.
Talking about called strikes or balls. Nick Marley worked the plate last night. He's down to right field tonight. He had 100% scoring on called strikes last night in Game 1.
0-2. Yamamoto steps back and now deals. And misses downstairs and away with the splitter, ball 1. So good showing for Marley, who is now in right, as you said. Lance Barrett at home, Quinn Wolcott at first, Alfonso Marquez, the crew chief, at second, Tripp Gibson at third. On a 1-2, Stevenson strikes out swinging. High heat at 96 from Yamamoto, who is back-to-back Ks and 1 out in the second.
Talking about the umpires, we're looking at Lance Barrett's behind home plate. You know, there was a log jam there for a while that umpires were not promoted. Barrett spent 11 years umpiring at the minor league level before a spot opened up officially as far as full-time. Oh, he had worked some major league games, but still under a minor league contract.
Ke'Bryan Hayes, right-handed hitting third baseman in the 8th spot. Takes a first pitch from Yamamoto. Fastball misses outside. Yamamoto in 30 starts this year. 3 or fewer earned runs in 26 of them. Hayes swings and fouls back strike 1 in the net right behind home plate. 0 or 1 earned run for Yamamoto in 18 of his 30 starts. But because of the 3rd worst run support average in the National League and a handful of blown saves by the Dodger bullpen in his starts, just 12 wins on the year. His 1-1 is taken for strike 2.
And yet last year, he had the 8th highest run support level in the National League among starting pitchers.
A ball and 2 strikes on Hayes. Bases empty, 1 out. The pitch is in the dirt. 2-2. Trying to get him to chase a curve low. Hayes did not. Last night in 4 trips, Hayes was hitless. A 2-2 offering from Yamamoto. That's ball 3 downstairs.
Well, last night the Reds hitters really expanded the zone. They swung at a lot of, in particular, the changeup thrown by Snell, who had just an incredibly great changeup.
Full count on Hayes. A .234 hitter with the Reds. The payoff pitch is chopped to third. No problems for Muncy. In the glove, shuffles and throws. And that's out number 2. Last of the order. Southern California kid and a former UCLA Bruin, Matt McLean, who had 2 hits last night in his postseason debut. One of those hits was a double. As many knocks in Game 1 of the Wild Card Series as he had in the final 6 games of the regular season combined. First pitch taken for a strike, the curve on the inner half. Dodgers trail 2-0, top of the second. 2 outs and nobody on. Yamamoto into his windup. And getting strike 2 on a whiff. A sinker running up and in. Yamamoto needs one more strike. The pitch. Taken high. And whereas you saw the Reds being hyper aggressive last night, they are extra patient here today.
Yep. They look like they're on a mission.
And the mission objective is simple. Keep your season alive for Cincinnati. Yamamoto misses with ball 2, level count.
Terry Francona was asked today, he said, well, did you have any special message to your ball club either last night or this afternoon? He goes, no, we're all together. We understand what we have to do.
The 2-2 to Matt McLean in the 9th spot of the order. Cut on and missed, strike 3. Beat him with a sinker at 96. Book-ending K's in a 1-2-3 second for Yamamoto. Keeps the Dodger deficit at 2. 1.5 innings complete.
LA's best sports star.
That's a good endorsement there.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Get ready, Dodger fans. Your Los Angeles Dodgers are back for October baseball.
The game's brightest star, ready for the game's biggest stage.
They're ready to run it back and defend their crown. Secure your spot at the ballpark and be part of the intensity of this year's postseason showdown. Feel the roar of the crowd, the thrill of clutch moments, and witness the world champs fight to keep the trophy where it belongs. Support your boys in blue. For tickets, visit Dodgers.com/postseason.
If you've been injured in an accident, Jacoby & Myers will go to bat for you and fight for the justice you deserve. With over 50 years of experience in the field and the trust of tens of thousands of clients, Jacoby & Myers has the winning record you want on your side. Jacoby & Myers handles every case with the same level of care, and your case matters at Jacoby & Myers, the official law firm of the Los Angeles Dodgers. For a free consultation, call 1-800-5-MILLION today. Jacoby & Myers, let the big league lawyers fight for you.
Keep the Major League winning going when you join the most generous Players Club in Southern California at Valley View Casino and Hotel. Join and receive over $200 in free instant offers to enjoy at San Diego's favorite casino. Plus, you will quickly discover that the more you use your Players Club card, the more rewards you earn, like complimentary casino dining at our award-winning restaurants, invitations to VIP events, free hotel stays, and more. Signing up for the Players Club is always quick, easy, and free. Visit valleyviewcasino.com.
This ball's back and it's gone, a home run.
This is LA Dodgers playoff baseball on your home of the world champion LA Dodgers audio network.
A 70-degree Wednesday evening at Dodger Stadium. Light winds between 5 and 10 miles per hour. Getting set for the bottom of the second in Game 2 of the Wild Card Series. The Dodgers trail Cincinnati 2-0. Both of those runs for Yamamoto unearned. Those are Teoscar Hernandez's error in the top of the first. In the home half of the second, it'll be 5, 6, and 7 in the Dodger lineup. Muncy, Pages, and Kike Hernandez. First pitch coming from Zach Littell. Muncy watches a ball outside. Well, Max Muncy 0 for 4 with a walk and a run last night. He struck out 3 times. Just did not look comfortable at the plate either. On a 1-0, Muncy with a big swing and a big miss.
Yeah, and way out in front of that slider.
He is 2 for 5 with 2 home runs in his career against Littell. So perhaps seeing this right-hander can get Max locked in. The pitch. Tails low and outside. Ball 2. Because the fact remains, as long as Will Smith is not playing and he's available to pinch hit, they need somebody like Muncy to step up. This is hit to right field. Coming in is Hayes, going toward the line, and he hauls in out number 1. So a better pass and swing for Muncy.
Much better swing and not the most graceful catch, and right?
No. Was a little bit of an adventure for Hayes, but ultimately a line out and 1 gone in the second. Andy Pages was 0 for 5 in Game 1. He steps in tonight. 1 out, bases empty in the second. 2-0 Cincinnati. Strike one called for Littell at the top of the zone. Littell, pitching for the Reds, was acquired ahead of the deadline from Tampa Bay. Cincinnati's his 5th team in his 8-year career. 0-1 to Pages. Nearly hits him. A check swing, and it does hit him. So Pages is awarded first base.
Yeah, umpires looking into the first base Reds dugout to see if they want to review.
You get an extra challenge in the postseason. There will be no challenge from Terry Francona. There will be a loud roar welcoming Kike Hernandez to the plate. He represents the tying run still very early on in game number 2.
Steven, here's another dimension. If you're looking at Littell, we mentioned 36 home runs. He gave up 16 stolen bases in 21 attempts this year.
So keep an eye on Pages. He's staying for the first pitch. Hernandez chops it to the third base side. Gold Glover, Ke'Bryan Hayes comes in, makes the play, throws on the run to get Hernandez. And out number 2, Pages advances to second. Work hard and play hard in a new Tacoma. With an I-Force turbocharged engine, it's a truck built for the bold. So see your Toyota dealer today because they make it easy. It'll be up to Miguel Rojas to continue the second. Rojas was on the bench to start last night, came off of it, replacing Tommy Edman, went 1 for 1 with a base hit, a run scored, and was hit by a pitch. He takes a strike from Littell here tonight. So he ended the season on a 4-game hitting streak. Combine that with the pinch hit single last night. He's got a hit in each of his last 5. The 0-1. Rojas carves one to the right side. It slices into the net foul. Stewart ran after it, but ran out of room. Tommy Edman on the bench tonight. As Dave Roberts explained, it was more about that troublesome and bothersome right ankle. Edman did hit a homer last night off Hunter Green. 1 for 3 at the plate, but the Dodgers being careful with Edman. 2-0 Reds, 2 outs in the bottom of the second. An 0-2 to Rojas. It stays upstairs, and it's ball 1. Rojas, his last 32 games, a .306 hitter. He has been so reliable in multiple departments for this Dodger club. Littell's 1-2 pitch. That's hit hard to short right at De La Cruz, who had to contend with Pages running through the sight line. But a couple hard hit balls from the Dodgers found Cincinnati Reds gloves. Another runner stranded after 2 full innings. The Dodgers trail 2-0.
The home of the champs, the LA Dodgers.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Hi, I'm Kike Hernandez. Winning a world championship is incredible, but nothing beats being a dad to my 4-year-old daughter, Penelope. Making sure she has a strong, healthy start means being present, playing, and staying patient, even when it feels challenging. First 5 California is my go-to for tips and supporting her growth and well-being, so she can thrive no matter what challenges come her way. Learn more at first5california.com.
When you look at a Ford F-150, you'll see hard work, a great adventure, and so much more. Inside and out, it's designed for the family, the road trip, and the most demanding jobs.
With that kind of versatility, it's no wonder it's America's best-selling truck for 48 years and counting.
The 2025 Ford F-150, from California's best-selling truck brand, Ford. It's time to see Ford in a new light.
Life moves fast. It's fierce, persistent, determined. At City of Hope Cancer Center, we are too. Our groundbreaking research and discoveries have impacted millions of lives globally, moving science forward with the hope, passion, and speed every diagnosis deserves for a cancer-free future. City of Hope, pursuing cancer cures at the speed of life.
Vroom, vroom. From the Galpin Motors broadcast booth.
Streaming right to your mobile device.
LA Dodgers baseball continues on its official home.
Top of the third on tap at Dodger Stadium. Top of the order coming up for Cincinnati. The Reds lead the Dodgers 2-0 here in Game 2. This is the 4th and final game in the majors tonight in this wild card round, Mo, and all three teams that lost game one so far won game two. The Guardians forced a decisive game three, as did the Padres and the Yankees. The Dodgers would like to avoid that fate. They'll have to come back in this one. First things first, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. His first pitch of the inning is a strike taken by Friedel. Another pitch off the plate, so there's some space toward the right-handed batter's box tonight. That has been consistently called. Max Muncy on the very edge of the grass at third base, guarding against the speedy Friedel. The pitch. Ground ball stopped on a backhand by Freddie Freeman, smothered it on the dirt, and he steps on the bag all by himself. That's 3 unassisted for out number 1.
Well, October baseball, there's nothing like it. And live right here at Dodger Stadium, Game 3, the wild card series could be tomorrow if necessary. So don't get left out.
I don't want it.
Tickets, Dodgers.com/postseason.
Don't want it. That was
just in case.
Don't want it. 2-0 Cincinnati. 1 out, nobody on in the third. Another first pitch strike from Yamamoto. This one is Spencer Steer. Steer was hit by a pitch on the very first pitch thrown to him in the top of the first. Yamamoto deals and has strike 2. Paints a fastball perfectly on the outside corner at the bottom of the zone at 96. Steer's going to ask for time. Steer, a fellow LBC-born kid. Born in Long Beach, played his high school ball at Milliken. Now back at Dodger Stadium as a visitor. The 0-2 pitch. It hooks outside. A curve missed by a foot. Ball 1. Steer, a .238 hitter in the regular season. Waiting on a 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. That's hit foul on the right field side. Steer had 2 knocks last night, drove in a run. It was his first multi-hit game since the 19th of September. Yamamoto trying to put him away. Ground ball just fouled the third base bag. Muncy is playing relatively close to the line, but that would have been trouble. He's probably, what do you think, Mo? 12, 15 feet in.
Yep.
At the very back of the dirt. Count still 1-2 on Steer. Yamamoto steps back, twirls, and fires. Misses a hair downstairs. Fastball at 97, the four-seamer from Yamamoto. The next pitch from the right-hander will be his 50th of the night. It's strike 3 swinging. Blew it right by him. Down the pipe at 97 to get his 4th strikeout of the game.
Well, last night we saw Blake Snell really combined. We were ranting and raving about the changeup, but that changeup was also enhanced by the fastball being moved around the strike zone very well.
2 outs, nobody on. Strike 1 to Gavin Lux. Lux reached on a force, then came around to score on the Hernandez error. Checks up on a splitter low. Splitter at 94. It's a couple times tonight we've seen that splitter dialed up to 94 from Yamamoto. Lux is going to step out of the left-handed batter's box, call for time. He was able to catch up with Gavin today. He's in good spirits. He's gotten over the sadness of leaving Los Angeles, now embracing the opportunity with the Reds. On a 1-1, Lux sends a fly ball to the opposite field. It's going to slice toward Kike Hernandez. He makes the catch in shallow left, and that ends the inning. The Reds go down in order in the top of the third. Yamamoto giving the offense a chance to strike back. It's 2-0 Cincinnati.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports.
Life moves fast. It's fierce, persistent, determined. At City of Hope Cancer Center, we are too. Our groundbreaking research and discoveries have impacted millions of lives globally. moving science forward with the hope, passion, and speed every diagnosis deserves for a cancer-free future. City of Hope, pursuing cancer cures at the speed of life.
LA County has seen its share of devastation this year, testing the strength of our communities. I'm Dave Roberts, manager of LA's favorite ball club. In LA, we don't give up, we rebuild. And I love a strong comeback story. Our residents heard the call and stepped up in remarkable ways. We'll stand shoulder to shoulder to rebuild. And we're not finished. Water for LA is more than pipes and pumps. It's about protecting what we love, our homes, our health, and our environment. Learn more at waterforla.com.
When you look at a Ford F-150, you'll see hard work, a great adventure, and so much more. Inside and out, it's designed for the family, the road trip, and the most demanding jobs.
With that kind of versatility, it's no wonder it's America's best-selling truck for 48 years and counting.
The 2025 Ford F-150, from California's best-selling truck brand, Ford. It's time to see Ford in a new light.
This is LA Dodgers baseball.
The Dodgers have a chance to do something we haven't seen in decades.
Time to go back-to-back on your home of the LA Dodgers.
Rortvedt, Ohtani, and Betts due up for the Dodgers in the bottom of the third. They're chasing a pair of runs. Cincinnati leading 2-0 here in Game 2. And Zach Littell filling up the strike zone, Mo. 24 pitches, 18 strikes. That is what he's been known for in his last 2 years. Really, the only 2 years he's been a starting pitcher. He fills up the zone. That's also why he gives up so many home runs, because he lives in that strike zone. The Dodgers have yet to been able to attack him. A strike taken by Rortvedt, a fastball in the outside corner.
And how much has Littell changed since the Dodgers last saw him in postseason? That was in 2021. The National League Division Series when he was with San Francisco.
The 0-1 to Rortvedt is taken for strike 2.
That was 2 games in 21, both out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's a totally different guy. This year, one of the more reliable starters in baseball. He pitched in both the AL and the NL. Was better with the Rays pre-deadline. An 0-2 pitch coming. Rortvedt slashes it the other way. That's a fair ball down the line. Picked up in the corner by Steer. Rortvedt on his horse for second. It's a leadoff double.
All right, there are moments in the games where you say, okay, you got to score. Well, this is that moment right here. And especially with the top of the batting order coming up.
How terrific has Ben Rortvedt been?
Well, besides the hitting, okay, the average is not, it's not a 300. But the job that he has done behind the plate and figuring out the pitching and working with him has been terrific.
Littell to Ohtani. Swung on and bounced to the right side. This will be out number 1 as McLean makes the throw, but it is a productive out. It gets Rortvedt over to third with 1 gone in the third inning.
Productive out, but was that a good pitch with a runner in scoring position? Not really.
He was up there being aggressive on the first pitch was Ohtani.
Well, here's a spot that Rortvedt, he'll be told to go on everything is hit except hit back to the pitcher. So even on a ground ball, you can exchange it. If it's hit hard to first, it could be a challenge at home.
Strike 1 given to Mookie Betts. Betts 1 for 1 with a double. He was stranded on second in the first inning. He has Rortvedt on third. The Dodgers trail 2-0. The pitch. Betts will serve one into right center field. Rortvedt comes home to score. That cuts the Dodger deficit in half. An RBI single for Mookie Betts, who's now 2 for 2.
And I think for the psyche of a ball club, okay, now back on track, guys. You need that feel-good moment to say, hey, look, let's not strand somebody, because the Dodgers had been 0 for 4 already in the ball game before that base hit with runners in scoring position.
Inning continues. Freddie Freeman, Betts on first, only 1 out, now a 2-1 game. First pitch swinging and missing, strike 1. At AM/PM, when the Dodgers steal a base at home, you score a free hot dog and any 12-ounce Slim Coca-Cola. So redeem your free feast in the AM/PM app. Let's play ball. AM/PM, too much good stuff. Littell out of the stretch. Here's 0-1. Freeman pushes a fly ball left field, slicing toward the line. It will get out of play 2 rows back in the field level in that left field corner.
We've heard more than on one occasion this year when opposing teams or people that are following the opposing teams will say, uh-oh, here they come.
Littell peeking over his left shoulder. Betts will throw back. Mookie dives and reaches out with his right hand to tag it safely. Get some instructions from Chris Woodward. It's the first disengagement for Littell. An 0-2 to Freeman. That will be hit foul on the left field side. No change in the count.
Friedel plays a relatively deep center field. He's shading over to left center. Not exceptionally deep, steer in left. But the infield's playing to pull.
Another 0-2 from Littell to Freeman. Long pause. Now the pitch. Freeman rolls it to the right side. It's stopped on a dive by McLean. Oh, what a play. He's up and throwing to first to Littell, who was covering the bag, and Freeman is retired. It was a slow roll on the right side. Got by the first baseman, Stewart, but McLean somehow got there to make the play.
Well, McLean, again, just mentioned the infield's playing to pull, so McLean way over into the hole to the right side. Good play. Made the dive as he was on the outfield grass.
Betts now in scoring position. Teoscar Hernandez. 2-1 Cincinnati. The pitch. Strike 1 at the knees. Hernandez flew out to right his first time up. The Dodgers trail because of his first inning error. He has a chance to tie the game with Betts on second. 2 outs in the bottom of the third. On an 0-1, Hernandez grounds it to short. It should be routine for De La Cruz. He sets and throws, and that ends the inning. So Betts stranded on the bases for the second time tonight, but that's after he brought in Rortvedt to cut the deficit in half. 2-1 Reds, moving along to the fourth.
LA's best sports talk.
That's a good endorsement there.
AM 570 LA Sports.
If you've been injured in an accident, Jacoby and Myers will go to bat for you and fight for the justice you deserve. With over 50 years of experience in the field and the trust of tens of thousands of clients, Jacoby and Myers has the winning record you want on your side. Jacoby and Myers handles every case with the same level of care, and your case matters at Jacoby and Myers, the official law firm of the Los Angeles Dodgers. For a free consultation, call 1-800-5-MILLION today. Jacoby and Myers, let the big league lawyers fight for you.
Keep the Major League winning going when you join the most generous Players Club in Southern California at Valley View Casino and Hotel. Join and receive over $200 in free instant offers to enjoy at San Diego's favorite casino. Plus, you will quickly discover that the more you use your Players Club card, the more rewards you earn, like complimentary casino dining at our award-winning restaurants, invitations to VIP events, free hotel stays, and more. Signing up for the Players Club is always quick, easy, and free. Visit valleyviewcasino.com.
Hey, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniels Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Daniels is giving every fan a voucher for a free team bracelet and $50 off any $99 purchase. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball to get your voucher. That's danielsjewelers.com/baseball. You can redeem at any of the 100 Daniels Jewelers stores nationwide. Own the dream with Daniels Jewelers.
Vroom, vroom. From the Galpin Motors broadcast booth.
Streaming right to your mobile device.
LA Dodgers baseball continues on its official home.
Top of the fourth at Dodger Stadium. The Dodgers trail Cincinnati 2-1 here in Game 2. With a win, the Dodgers would punch a ticket to the National League Division Series. Best of 5 series against the waiting Philadelphia Phillies. The Reds with a win would keep their season alive and set up a win or go home Game 3 tomorrow night at Dodger Stadium.
We would rather be having dinner somewhere tomorrow night.
That would be the preference. I would agree with you, Rick Monday. Yamamoto's first pitch of the inning, taken for a strike by Austin Hayes. It was a cutter low and away. Got a good call. It was Hayes who was at the plate, popped it into shallow right field in the first inning. Now he grounds one sharply up the middle, stopped straight up at the bag by Rojas on a backhand. He sets and throws to first. That's out number one. It was Hayes who hit the ball in the air before Hernandez's error, which ultimately brought in 2 unearned runs for Cincinnati, thanks to the man now digging in, Sal Stewart. A 2-strike, 2-run base hit in his postseason debut. First pitch, strike one, a fastball in the outside corner. But since Stewart's RBI single, Yamamoto has been in a groove, Mo. The 0-1 is squibbed to the right side, shuffling over Rojas on the edge of the grass. He shuffles and throws out number 2.
Yeah, really in a groove before the ball was dropped in the outfield. He did hit a batter, which is really unusual for Yamamoto to begin with. Plucking a hitter. By the way, folks, you can wear what the players are wearing on the field during the postseason. That's right. Check out the largest selection of authentic jerseys, caps, hoodies, T-shirts, and a whole lot more. So check it out. MLBshop.com for your favorite Dodgers postseason gear.
Now, Ellie De La Cruz takes the first pitch, and it's a strike. 3 for 3 first pitch strikes in the 4th inning for Yamamoto.
We did not get postseason gear. We were just handed our postseason luggage tags.
Yeah. The 0-1, De La Cruz takes. It just misses the outside edge, 1-1. There is activity in the Cincinnati bullpen. One of their top starting pitchers, Nick Lodolo, a left-hander, he's starting to get loose. We knew that Zach Littell was going to have a short leash tonight, but he's been on a pretty good rhythm in terms of throwing strikes. There's another strike thrown from Yamamoto. 1-2 now on De La Cruz.
Well, Terry Francona, the manager of the Reds, was asked earlier this afternoon, he said, how far do you go with your starting pitcher tonight?
On a 1-2, De La Cruz sends a fly ball to straightaway center field, being read by Pages. 8 feet in front of the warning track, he makes the catch. 10 straight Reds retired by Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He's finished with 4 innings. The Dodgers trail 2-1.
The home of the champs, the LA Dodgers.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Hey, it's Freddie Freeman. When it comes to your child's health, you want the team from Children's Hospital Los Angeles. At CHLA, groundbreaking research meets world-class expertise, with care completely tailored to kids. U.S. News and World Report has once again named CHLA the #1 hospital in California and ranked in the top 10 nationally for pediatrics. Whether it's routine checkups or life-saving treatments, Children's Hospital Los Angeles is where families turn. Find an all-star doctor today at chla.org.
Bases are loaded, stakes are high, and hopes are even higher. If anyone can power through the pressure to win it all, it's the world champion Dodgers. As a proud sponsor since their inaugural season at Dodger Stadium, 76 would like to give a huge congratulations to the Dodgers on their 13th consecutive playoffs. Let's go, go, go for another win. 76, proud sponsor of the Los Angeles Dodgers since 1962. 76 is a trademark owned by Phillips 66 Company. Copyright 2025, all rights reserved.
You and your crew feel like pizza, but you want something a little extra to stretch your meal without stretching your wallet, right? So you kick it old school and head over to Shakey's for a large handcrafted pizza. And like the boss you are, you add an order of plump and juicy chicken bites, a half loaf of garlic cheese bread, or a giant chocolate chunk cookie for a group dessert. Your choice, just $5 when you buy any large Shakey's pizza. Way to go, Hefe. Feed more for $5 at Shakey's, the People's Pizza Parlor.
You're listening to the LA Dodgers Audio Network.
Let's celebrate that parade, man.
It's the only place to hear the Blue run it
back to more playoff baseball on your home of the Blue.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the world champion Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Muncy, Pages, and Kike Hernandez on the docket for the Dodgers in the bottom of the 4th. They're down to Cincinnati 2-1. Trying to come back and plunge through to the division series. The Dodgers need 12 more wins to run it back and go back-to-back. Zach Littell still on the bump for the Reds. Right-hander kicks and fires to Muncy, who takes strike one. And that is a breaking ball on the outside corner. Muncy 0 for 1. He lined out to right. His first trip up there was a good swing. So trying to channel some more of that. This one's hit on the ground, right side, and it squeezes under Matt McLean. He made a diving stop in the last inning, tried to do it again here, but that one got by him. So a leadoff single for Muncy, tying run on for the Dodgers.
Yeah, it should go as a base hit. The rule book says with ordinary effort, that was a dive to try and knock that ball down.
Well, just went off the thumb side of his left glove hand and then dribbled into right field. So now Andy Pages steps in. On the first pitch from Littell, Pages takes ball one inside. Lodolo still getting loose in that Cincinnati bullpen. A left-hander pitched in the season finale on Sunday against Milwaukee. He's not going to start in this series, but Terry Francona says he was available every game for this wild card. Pages swings and misses, strike one, and now a level count.
Yeah, complete that thought when Francona was asked, how far will you go with your starting pitcher tonight? He goes, hey, look, this is an elimination game for us. All hands on deck.
A ball and a strike to pitch. It's in the dirt. Ball two. Pages was hit by a pitch his first trip up there. That was back in the second. He was stranded.
Good gap, Stephen, in left center field. The infield's playing to pull. Almost the entire right side of the infield is wide open.
Here comes the 2-1. That's inside, ball three.
And they pitched him inside in this at bat. Remember, they hit him. He being Pages, his first time up. So they kept the ball in on his hands to this particular point.
Littell shakes, and now Pages will step out of the box, ask for time. Littell gave up 36 home runs in the regular season, second most in baseball. 28 of those were solo shots. 12 were on sliders, the most allowed by any one of his pitches. And the Dodgers slug sliders all year long. What does he give Pages? The 3-1 is fouled straight back. It was a fastball at the top of the zone.
And 20 of those home runs are on the road. Littell also 5 starts in September. His earned run average is close to 5, 4.91, with 6 home runs in those 5 games.
Full count on Pages. So now a payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Put him away with a slider. That is Littell's second strikeout. One gone in the 4th inning. Kike Hernandez strolls to the plate. Kike was 2 for 3 with a run scored last night. On the first pitch, he takes a big swing and fouls strike 1 into the catcher Stevenson. He was removed from last night's game a little bit early, and that was because his back tightened up on him. The Dodgers, with the score being what it was, more of a precaution than anything else. Dave Roberts said post-game, Kike's going to be back in there tomorrow, and sure enough, he is. Made a great play in the field back in the first inning. Now trying to come through at the plate. Behind 0-1. Littell deals. Hernandez takes. It's low. Ball 1. Remember last postseason when Kike Hernandez had a hit, the Dodgers went 9-0 on their way to the World Series. This one's hit in the air, right field side. It is slicing towards the net. It's going to drift into the seats foul. Strike number 2. And so now that means the Dodgers have won the last 10 postseason games in which Hernandez has gotten a hit. There's just something about this time of year.
Well, the other part, too, is Kike Hernandez has also made an adjustment over the last number of weeks, and the adjustment has been not trying to pull the ball all the time, going up the middle, going to right field. See if he does it here with 2 strikes.
He does poke it the other way into the right center field gap. It splits the outfielders and gets to the wall. We got a green light for Max Muncy. Here's the relay home. It is late. Kike Hernandez primed for the postseason. A game-tying double. We're even at 2.
Well, that's why Kike Hernandez has been hot of recent times, and especially with 2 strikes. So just mentioning one of the keys to getting the thing turned around, going with the pitch. And that ball was out over the plate, and Hernandez, very smart hitting, goes the opposite way. We got a new ball game.
Once he's scoring from first on the play, given his lower body injuries of late, that's a great sign for the Dodgers as well. But now the go-ahead runner in scoring position with Kike, Miguel Rojas the batter. Littell still in the game. He looks back at Hernandez. Comes home to Rojas. And delivers a strike, a front door breaking ball. Tied at 2, bottom of the 4th in game 2. On an 0-1. Rojas checks his swing on a sinker that ran in, and he held up fine. A ball and a strike. Max Muncy still catching his breath in the Dodger dugout. He's top step next to Dave Roberts, huffing and puffing. Infield playing back on Rojas. The 1-1 pitch. It's hit foul on the right side. Strike 2.
Muncy likes to stay active from a mental standpoint. You see him in the dugout so many times. He's standing relatively close to Roberts, who go over, talk to him from time to time, or Bob Guerin, the bench coach, and figure out, okay, where are we? What are we doing? What are we thinking here?
A ball and 2 strikes. Littell deals. Rojas swings, cars one to right field. That's going to drop. It's a fair ball inside the line. Slices to the warning track. Hernandez comes home, and the Dodgers have the lead. RBI single. Miguel Rojas makes it 3-2.
So I mentioned a few minutes ago is that what we hear from opposing people, other organizations, at some point in the game, they say to themselves, uh-oh, here they come.
And here comes Terry Francona. He will take the ball from his starter, Zach Littell, who's only able to finish 3 1/3 innings. But the Dodgers have stormed back to tie it and take the lead in the bottom of the 4th. They're not done. 3-2 Dodgers. Rojas on first. Only 1 out. We'll step aside and be right back on the World Champion Dodgers Audio Network.
At Verizon, lock in our low price, plus free roaming included in Mexico. Discover the best carne asada, never miss a text from the group chat, and save big with Verizon while you do it. Switch and get 4 lines for just $30 per line. See? Just $30 per line per month with unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. Plus calls, texts, and data in Mexico included, so you can use your phone sin problema. Stop by your Los Angeles Verizon store today. For unlimited welcome in times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
Bases are loaded, stakes are high, and hopes are even higher. If anyone can power through the pressure to win it all, it's the World Champion Dodgers. As a proud sponsor since their inaugural season at Dodger Stadium, 76 would like to give a huge congratulations to the Dodgers on their 13th consecutive playoffs. Let's go, go, go for another win. 76, proud sponsor of the Los Angeles Dodgers since 1962. 76 is a trademark owned by Phillips 66 Company. Copyright 2025, all rights reserved.
Santa Anita Park is racing Friday through Sunday with millions in payouts every race day. Get on track for the English Pub Trackside, Hot Wings Fest, $30,000 Cherry Tree Giveaway, Oktoberfest Trackside, Pumpkin Patch and Fall Fun Fest, and Japan Family Day. Parking is free and admission is just $10. Plus, every Friday is free admission and parking and 50% happy hour all day. Choose your experience at santaanita.com/events. See you at the races.
Reds pitching change presented by Navien, HVAC and water heater products. Now on the mound for the Reds, it's one of their top arms, typically a starter, coming out of the bullpen here in Game 2, Nick Lodolo. He inherits Rojas on first, 1 out in the 4th inning. The Dodgers now ahead 3-2. Ben Rortvedt shows bunt. He bunts it down to the right side. Picked up at second, and McLean bobbles it. He tried to do the glove flip, but he couldn't field it. So Rortvedt reaches, and there will be 2 on for Shohei.
Oh, second baseman shouldn't have to field that ball. Either the pitcher or the first baseman. Rortvedt comes through yet again, just supplying things. So if you're a manager, how do you construct your lineup? Well, if you look, really the bottom part of the lineup, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, most productive tonight already.
It scored a hit for Rortvedt. First and second for Ohtani. First pitch hit high to right field. Hayes has a read in front of the warning track. He reaches up, makes the catch. Rojas will tag from second and run to third. That is out number 2. Ohtani just missed.
Boy, he just got under it by a fraction of an inch.
All right, so at the corners now, the Dodgers. 2 outs. Mookie Betts at the plate. Another question Terry Francona was asked before the game was, hey, would you think about walking Shohei? He goes, are you kidding me? Have you heard of Mookie Betts? Have you heard of Freddie Freeman? Mookie gets his chance. The pitch. Stays way outside. Good work by Stevenson. He had to dive toward the left-handed batter's box to receive ball 1.
I thought Terry held it together really well after that question was asked of him.
3-2 Dodgers. 2 on, 2 out in the 4th. The 1-0 to Betts. Taken for a strike. 96 dotted on the outside edge. A 1-ball, 1-strike pitch. It dives low and away. 2-1 on Mookie. Lodolo left his last start, which was September 25th, with a groin issue. But then he threw his first pro relief appearance on Sunday, 26 pitches against Milwaukee. He kicks and fires. Betts skies one to shallow center field, calling for it Friedel. He will make the catch. So Rojas and Rortvedt left on the bases, but Kike Hernandez with an RBI double. Rojas with an RBI single. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. 2 left on base. 3-2 Dodgers on the way to the 5th inning.
This is AM 570 LA Sports.
You and your crew feel like pizza, but you want something a little extra to stretch your meal without stretching your wallet, right? So you kick it old school and head over to Shakey's for a large handcrafted pizza. And like the boss you are, you add an order of plump and juicy chicken bites, a half loaf of garlic cheese bread, or a giant chocolate chunk cookie for a group dessert. Your choice, just $5 when you buy any large Shakey's pizza. Way to go, Hefe. Feed more for $5 at Shakey's, the People's Pizza Parlor.
Like our championship-winning boys in blue, your Southern California Chevy dealers have star talent at every position. Leading off, the #1 selling full-size pickup in Southern California, Chevy Silverado, with 9 unique trims to choose from, including ZR2, designed for maximum off-road performance and capability, with features like an off-road cut front bumper and 2-inch factory lift. No roads are no problem. Looking for a bold and sporty high-performance pickup? That's RST. From its aggressive style to its responsive feel, it's an energizing presence that really stands out. And for the ultimate combination of luxury and capability, there's High Country, offering premium leather seating and a 5.3-liter V8 engine, so you're both comfortable and in command. Stop by and drive one home today, or shop now at SoCalChevy.com. Based on S&P Global Mobility new retail registrations using large pickup segmentation. Call 844-55-CHEVY or see dealer for details.
The 5th inning is presented by Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. San Manuel is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Find out more at Yamava.com.
Experience the thrill of October baseball live at Dodger Stadium. Game 3 of the Wild Card Series, if necessary, is tomorrow. So secure your postseason tickets at Dodgers.com/postseason. The Dodgers scoring runs in the 3rd and the 4th. 1 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th to go from 2 down to 1 up. 3-2 LA as we are back for the top of the 5th. The Dodgers with the win would knock the Reds out and move on to face the Phillies, but a lot of ball game left. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, 61 pitches to get through 4 innings. Only 8 needed in the 4th. He threw 26 in the 1st, but again, 12 extra pitches required to get the final out after Teoscar Hernandez's error. First pitch to Tyler Stevenson is a strike. And Yoshinobu Yamamoto tonight, Mo, has done a terrific job of getting ahead.
Well, he's in the game. I mean, the last 7 starts, his ERA is barely above 1.5.
The next pitch to Stevenson. Dotted on the outside edge. A fastball at 97, 0-2. Needs one more strike on Stevenson. Hit foul.
That was a fastball 95. That was off the plate outside. It's a different game. Now, can Yamamoto get the Reds to expand the strike zone?
He steps back and deals another 0-2. Got him swinging.
Yep.
Fooled
and they
him with
did
the curve.
expand it. That's a breaking ball off the plate outside.
Punch out number 5 for Yamamoto to begin the 5th. He is not going to win the Cy Young. That's going to go to Paul Skeens of the Pittsburgh Pirates, and deservedly so. But Yoshinobu Yamamoto assuredly should be a finalist for the award.
He's been delightful to watch.
First pitch. Guess what? Strike one.
Delightful to watch unless you're a hitter.
Brian Hayes now in there. Hayes is 0 for 1 with a ground out. 3-2 Dodgers, top of the 5th. Bases empty, 1 out. The 0-1 is hit in the air. That's going to drift foul on the first base side for the second strike. Yamamoto actually better on the road this year. 18 starts away from Dodger Stadium, 9 wins. His ERA 2.13. Opponents hit 168 against him on the road. At home, it's not like the numbers were terrible. His ERA in 12 starts here at the Ravine, 3.04. Average against 2.05.
And 7 home runs at home, 7 home runs allowed on the road.
An 0-2 offering to Hayes. That's it well. Straightaway center field. Pages running back. He's got room in front of the wall. Backpedaling. He makes the catch with several feet to spare. So a line out for Hayes. 2 gone in the 5th.
Everything we notice about the fastball. Now, the average in Major League Baseball, from what we've read has been published, is 93 miles an hour. That was at 96. But we see hitters that are just a little flummoxed at times by the fastball. There's one thing as far as the velocity and perceived velocity.
2 outs and nobody on. 3-2 Dodgers. The first pitch to Matt McLean. Strike 1. He is just pouring it in there. That was a fastball at 96. He's about to throw his 70th pitch of the night. On the 0-1, McLean will swing and foul. Strike 2 off the mask of Ben Rortvedt. He shakes his head and tells Lance Barrett, the home plate umpire, that he's okay.
Yeah, he said, I'm okay. Just somebody answer that phone. It's ringing.
That's not a phone, Ben. It is your head. Dodger Stadium, knowing Yamamoto needs one more strike. Trying to up the decibel level. Now the pitch. Hooks outside, not competitive on that curveball. The count is 1-2. Winds pick up. Stars and stripes waving out in center field, blowing toward right. Sun is fully set here at Dodger Stadium. Nearing the end of the top of the 5th. On a 1-2, McLean strikes out swinging. Yamamoto spins on the mound after he ends the inning with his 6th strikeout. We're halfway home in Game 2. The Dodgers hold the lead, 3-2 on top of Cincinnati.
What do you think makes the perfect snack?
It's gotta be when I'm really craving it and it's convenient.
Could you be more specific?
When it's convenient.
Okay.
Like a freshly baked cookie made with real butter, available right down the street at AM/PM, or a savory breakfast sandwich I can grab in just a second at AM/PM.
I'm seeing a pattern here.
Well, yeah, we're talking about what I crave.
Which is anything from AM/PM.
What more could you want?
Stop by AM/PM, where the snacks and drinks are perfectly craveable and convenient. That's Cravenience. AM/PM, too much good stuff.
Hi, I'm Kike Hernandez. Winning a world championship is incredible, but nothing beats being a dad to my 4-year-old daughter, Penelope. Making sure she has a strong, healthy start means being present, playing, and staying patient, even when it feels challenging. First 5 California is my go-to for tips and supporting her growth and well-being, so she can thrive no matter what challenges come her way. Learn more at first5california.com.
Take me out to Morongo, where I can watch all the games, with thousands of slot machines and blackjack, and big screen TVs from the front to the back. So just grab a seat at the sideline. You won't miss a play when you go, 'cause the good times are only right here at Morongo.
This is LA Dodgers baseball.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Dodgers and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the...
And Cincinnati 2, Freddie Freeman, Teoscar Hernandez, and Max Muncy due up in this fifth inning. They'll face the lefty Nick Lodolo. Mo got several posts of these last couple nights. Folks tuning in on their radios. Still, Simeon Diaz saying, I'm at In-N-Out eating a burger, but listening to you guys here in game 2. First pitch to Freddie Freeman taken for a strike. And as we say at the top of every broadcast, wherever you may be and however you may be listening, and we know there's some technological hurdles to sync up with the television broadcast in the postseason, we appreciate every one of you. On an 0-1, Freeman swings. It's a looper to the right side, and McLean on a dive catches it on the very cut of the grass for the first out. A softly hit liner for Freeman.
Well, it's been a good run to this particular point, and comes down to the product on the field has been over decades has been a darn good product to be able to follow. So a lot of excitement has been presented. Now it's postseason. It's nervous time for everybody.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez, 0 for 2 at the plate tonight. An opportunity to face the lefty in Lodolo. He waves at the first pitch. It's a curveball, strike one.
I was wondering if it was a double-double.
Oh, it better be. And maybe order a couple more for us, please. Thank you. The 0-1 pitch. Hernandez rolls it to the left side. It's a fair ball, fielded calmly by Hayes. He sets and throws, and that's out number 2. And so Teoscar Hernandez, he's trying to make up for that first inning error, Mo, but perhaps trying a little too hard. You know, as a fielder, you could probably empathize with that, right? You make a mistake, which happens in baseball, and you want to put something back in the bucket.
Yeah, one thing that I was talking earlier, somebody that understands what it's like, when you're introduced and you're on that foul line before first game of a playoff, different thoughts through your mind.
First pitch from Lodolo hits Muncy square in the back. A curveball slipped away from him. Muncy no worse for the wear. That's another hit batter in this series for the Dodgers. 2 tonight, 3 in the series.
But one of the things you to think about, and I think that Jemana just want to not do anything that's going to hurt the chances of that guy standing to your left and to your right, in front of you and in back of you. And that is a lonely, lonely feeling when you don't come up with the play.
Andy Pajes the batter. 2 outs, a runner on first in the bottom of the 5th. 3-2 Dodgers. Lodolo out of the stretch, staring at Muncy. Deals to Pajes, who fouls him toward his own dugout.
It comes down to this. It's not fun to make mistakes in front of 50,000 people.
Oh, it's not fun to make mistakes in front of 5 people. Lodolo with the ball at the belt, straight up on the rubber. His pitch to Pajes runs inside, a fastball at 96.
Well, Littell was trying to pitch Pajes inside over the first couple of at-bats, and it looks like Lodolo is going to continue that, as that one was in as well.
The pitch. Pajes rolls it to third. Hayes goes the short way, tossing to McLean at second to get Muncy and to get the final out of the 5th inning. Muncy straining on bases. The Dodgers have stranded runners in all 5 innings so far, 6 in total, but they lead Cincinnati 3-2.
This is AM 570 LA Sports.
Escape the confines of the city for the expansive beauty of the San Ynez Valley with a short 2-hour drive up the coast. Let Shumash Casino Resort be your destination getaway. Welcome to freedom. Go to shumashcasino.com. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. At Money Smith, you're talking about Galpin Honda. It's October. That means it's championship time, and they want it. They want number one. My man Dave Gillum over there, known him for over a decade, and they want you to browse from nearly 500 new Hondas ready for immediate delivery. Get your price, choose your finance or lease terms, shop and buy from home. They'll drive it right to you. Plus, they finance customers nearly every day who have been turned down elsewhere and lean on that exclusive Galpin 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty on almost every used vehicle and every new Honda. It's galpinhonda.com. Ask for Dave Gillum.
Get ready, Dodger fans. Your Los Angeles Dodgers are back for October baseball.
The game's brightest star, ready for the game's biggest stage.
They're ready to run it back and defend their crown. Secure your spot at the ballpark and be part of the intensity of this year's postseason showdown. Feel the roar of the crowd, the thrill of clutch moments, and witness the world champs fight to keep the trophy where it belongs. Support your boys in blue. For tickets, visit Dodgers.com/postseason.
With LA Care Health Plan, you have more choices for your Medi-Cal coverage, including LA Care, Anthem Blue Cross, and Blue Shield of California Promise. Get free benefits like doctor visits, prescriptions, and nationwide emergency care. Join the LA Care Medi-Cal family today. Visit lacare.org/medi-cal.
The fifth inning was presented by Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. San Manuel is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Find out more at Yamava.com.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto has completed his warm-up tosses ahead of the sixth inning. The Dodgers on top of the Reds 3-2 in Game 2 of a best-of-3 wild card series. Win and move on. Lose, you're back at it tomorrow night.
And now it's the top of the order for the Reds coming on to bat.
DJ Friedl to start. He's 0 for 2. He'll be followed by Steer and Gavin Lux. Shows bunt, pulls it back. It's a splitter downstairs, ball one. Yamamoto still at just 73 pitches now after that first one to Friedl. 1-0. Swung on and fouled away on the third base side. I asked Dave Roberts about Yoshinobu Yamamoto. What's been your read on him, seeing him evolve from year one in the majors, all that came with that transition to year two? On a 1-1 pitch, Friedl will take outside, 2-1. And what Dave Roberts said, he's like, what's been most striking to me isn't the success, the numbers. In a way, that was expected, but it's the quality of teaming. The 2-1 pitch, Friedl swings and misses on a curve, 2-2. He said Yamamoto, you don't see this with very many Japanese players, Dave Roberts was making the point, or perhaps international players at all, hanging out in teammates' rooms anymore after games. Just hanging out. You know, watching TV, playing cards, playing games, shooting the breeze. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Friedl, leading off the top of the sixth, 3-2 LA. Here's the pitch from the Dodger righty. It's hit toward the right side and beyond a diving Rojas at second, into right field for a leadoff single. And to finish up that point, Mo, and get it over to you, because you've been inside those walls, and you've been on those plane rides and those buses as a player. Doc said he is so beloved throughout this clubhouse because of that. Because he's just one of the guys. He's not the $325 million arm. He's just one of the guys.
Yeah, one of the guys, and he's had plenty of reason to be frustrated at various times this year because of lack of run support when he's been on the mound. He's never shown that once.
Swung on and fouled away, strike one on Steer.
It's been all about the team.
Tanner Scott alone blew, I believe, 4 or 5 Yoshinobu Yamamoto games. And after every one of them, the first teammate to Scott's locker, Yamamoto. You give him a big hug. Another foul ball. And so when Scott, after the 2 tough losses in Baltimore, of course, Yamamoto's no-hitter included in that, the Dodgers came back and they played the Rockies, I want to say. And Tanner Scott, he gave up a leadoff hit, but he finished the ninth and finished the game. Scott, who every day goes up to Yamamoto and gives him a hug and apologizes, says, hey, how many wins you got? 12. Well, you should have 4 more. So Yamamoto was the first one to Scott that night and gave him a hug. This one's lined to left center field, down for a base hit. Back-to-back line drive singles for Cincinnati starting the 6th inning. So the tying run in scoring position, go-ahead run on, and nobody out.
Yeah, I would expect the bullpen to start to crank it up somewhat soon. But if you're going to the bullpen now, which direction do you go somewhat early in the game? Here we are in the 6th inning.
And now old friend Gavin Lux. First and second, no outs. Yamamoto now at 80 pitches. 3-2 Dodgers in the top of the 6th. First pitch. Misses high, ball 1.
Well, obviously, Dave Roberts would love to get through the 6th inning. That pitch count's going to be high, and then go to the bullpen in the 7th. But right now, Yamamoto's created some traffic behind him.
Yeah, you mentioned it when we came back from break. This is the top of the order here for Cincinnati. And Friedel hit one 103.6, and then Steer hit 101. So not cheapies for Cincinnati. 1 ball, no strike pitch. Bouncer, high chopper on the infield. Muncy has it in the glove, and he does not have a play. Everybody is safe, and the bases are loaded. That was bounced off the plate, and it stayed in the air for a long time, allowing Lux to reach on an infield single. Trouble brewing for the Dodgers in the top of the 6th against Yamamoto.
Yeah, but we don't see a lot of balls bounce that high. The ball was hit right down on top of the home plate. Went up in the air like it was a Super Bowl.
Mark Pryor and Will Ireton will go to the mound. It's Mound Visit brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice. Yoshinobu Yamamoto in a bit of a jam here. The Dodger lead hanging in the balance.
As of yet, no one throwing in the Dodgers' pen.
There are guys standing, but nobody yet warming. We saw Alex Vesia up early, but that's not out of the ordinary for Vesia. He's usually the first one on the mound in the bullpen during the games, kind of digging in, finding his spot, getting ready for later.
Well, he'd make a cup of coffee nervous.
Yes. Nailed it. Mound visit complete. Cincinnati has Friedel, Steer, and Lux on loaded bases. No outs in the 6th. And so if you're the Dodgers, what's the strategy here? The infield is playing back, shifted on the left side. The right-handed hitting Hayes. Freddie Freeman, a step off the grass at first base, well inside the line. So he's not holding Lux. Yamamoto's first pitch is a slider at the knees, but the way it was received wasn't going to get the call. 1-0. Hayes tonight, a run scored, but 0 for 2. Yamamoto in trouble. The pitch. That runs inside, ball 2.
And the bullpen phone is ringing, and it looks like Trinan is the first one up.
Just starting to warm up out there in left field. So he's still several minutes away from being ready. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch. Hayes swings and hits it to short. A one-hopper to Betts. He's going to come home. The throw to Rortvedt. He steps on the plate, and that is out number 1. There was a hesitation from Friedel, the runner at third base, when contact was made. He didn't know if Mookie was going to be able to catch that line drive. It was a one-hopper, a short hop. And he made a good throw. He had tons of time, but that's a nerve-wracking throw, too.
Yeah, and Betts, you can see that he had, a thought. Do I think about going for a double play? Well, no. Tying run will score, so they get the lead run. Now they'd love the ground ball double play and get out of the inning.
Oh, late time call. Yamamoto threw a pitch, but the time was called by Ben Rortvedt, the Dodger catcher. So it's Sal Stewart at the plate. He is responsible for both Reds' runs. He drove them in the first inning after Teoscar Hernandez made that brutal error in right field. The runners on second and third. Stewart, in a 2-strike count, brought both of them in with a base hit. He's 1 for 2. The Dodgers lead 3-2. Bases still loaded for the Reds. Now 1 out in the 6th inning. Rortvedt and Yamamoto on the same page. The right-hander now at 85 pitches. His first pitch to Sal Stewart is on the way. It's down and in, ball 1. Steer on third, Lux on second, Hayes on first. On a 1-0, Stewart swings and misses. Strike 1.
And that with a good scent here for if you can get the ground ball double play. Hayes over at first has good speed. Stewart is not built for speed.
Yeah, he's built like a fire hydrant with a ton of pop.
And it's a large fire hydrant, too.
Yep. Appropriately wearing red.
Yeah, he's some kind of strong. Don't make a mistake in the middle of the plate.
Bases loaded, 1 out. A ball and a strike. Yamamoto focuses home. It's a wave and a miss. Strike 2. Another slider. Seen a couple of those in this inning. But remember, Stewart, who just asked for time, he's granted it.
Well, if you get that swing on the slider and he helps you out, don't you come back with another one?
Stewart's first hit of the game came in a 2-strike count. Yamamoto would like to avoid another. Here's the pitch. He struck him out. Went back to a breaking ball, put him away with a curve.
Yeah, and that's another case of the Reds now beginning to expand the strike zone. What would have been ball 2 winds up strike 3.
Not out of the woods yet. They're still loaded. There are 2 out, and here's Elly De La Cruz. The Cincinnati star shortstop 0 for 2 tonight. The pitch is strike 1. Started him off with another hook.
On a ground ball. Don't take a lot of time. De La Cruz, especially batting from the left side, he can flat out fly down that line.
0-1. Yamamoto is ready. The pitch inside. De La Cruz jumps out of the way. Didn't miss by that much, but it was still ball 1. The Reds loaded the bases with no outs to start the 6th. Yamamoto now has 2. The Dodgers still leading by a run. The 1-1 pitch. De La Cruz swings through. Strike 2. And that'll bring the people to their feet.
Another curveball.
And if folks aren't standing, their neighbors are imploring them to get up. The rally towels start to go here at Blue Heaven. A sea of blue wherever you look.
Well, it's a spot. If the ball's in the dirt, Orchard's got to put the body right in front of it.
The 1-2 pitch. Fouled away by De La Cruz. The fans saw a swing, and they thought that was number 3. We will see at least one more. This figures to be the end of the line for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Now at 93 pitches. 3-2 Dodgers, top of the 6th. The bases are loaded for Cincinnati and 2 out. Another 1-2. Fouled away on the third base side. Into the top deck. And so the crowd drops down to a hush for a brief moment. They catch their breath, gather their nerves, and wave their rally towels. Yamamoto trying to wiggle out of a jam. Another 1-2. Strike 3. Swinging. Sits him down with a curve. Bases loaded, no outs, and Yamamoto leaves them loaded. Still 3-2 Dodgers in the middle of the 6th of Game 2.
LA's best sports star.
That's a good endorsement there.
AM 570 LA Sports.
LA County has seen its share of devastation this year.
testing the strength of our communities. I'm Dave Roberts, manager of LA's favorite ball club. In LA, we don't give up, we rebuild. And I love a strong comeback story. Our residents heard the call and stepped up in remarkable ways. We'll stand shoulder to shoulder to rebuild. And we're not finished. Water for LA is more than pipes and pumps. It's about protecting what we love, our homes, our health, and our environment. Learn more at waterforla.com.
At Verizon, lock in our low price, plus free roaming included in Mexico. Discover the best carne asada, never miss a text from the group chat, and save big with Verizon while you do it. Switch and get 4 lines for just $30 per line. See? Just $30 per line per month with unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. Plus calls, texts, and data in Mexico included, so you can use your phone sin problema. Stop by your Los Angeles Verizon store today. For unlimited welcome in times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
When you look at a Ford F-150, you'll see hard work, a great adventure, and so much more. Inside and out, it's designed for the family, the road trip, and the most demanding jobs.
With that kind of versatility, it's no wonder it's America's best-selling truck for 48 years and counting.
The 2025 Ford F-150, from California's best-selling truck brand, Ford. It's time to see Ford in a new light.
On its way, and this one is gone.
The LA Dodgers are back. Back to the field for more LA Dodgers baseball. And now we return to the Galvin Motors broadcast booth.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto just did, Mo, what aces do. Back against the wall. You're coming to the end of the line. Bases loaded, nobody out, and he wiggles out of a big jam to keep the Dodgers ahead.
Well, just closed the door and did it very methodically. Took his time, tried to weave through the lineup. You get a fielder's choice and then back-to-back strikeouts and get out of a huge jam.
Reds making a pitching change, brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your 15-minute drive-through oil change with locations throughout Southern California. Lodolo is out. Nick Martinez is in. Former Padre, the right-hander, deals ball one high on Kike Hernandez. And whatever uniform Nick Martinez has worn in his career, Mo, he seems to always put up zeros against the Dodgers. The 1-0 pitch. Kike swings and fouls it straight back. A fastball at 95. A level count 1-1.
Well, Martinez normally does not get a lot of chases on pitches out of the strike zone. That being said, he also does not give up a high percentage of solidly hit baseballs.
On a 1-1. Hernandez has to duck out of the way of ball 2, a sinker that slipped away from Martinez. He's wiping his right hand on his right leg. Kike last time up tied the game with an RBI double that was in the 4th inning. Miguel Rojas, who's on deck, he followed in the 4th with a go-ahead base hit. Kike 1 for 2. He grounds the 2-1 up the third base line. It hits the bag. It's fair. No play for Hayes. So some batted ball luck for Kike, who has his 2nd hit of the game.
Well, you know things are going right for you as a hitter when you hit a ball that hits the bag.
Back-to-back multi-hit efforts to open up the postseason for Kike Hernandez.
Well, Hayes tried to stay behind the bag, thinking the ball would probably go foul. He had a chance to come in and field the ball before it got to the bag.
Now Miguel Rojas takes the first pitch outside, ball 1. The Dodgers would love to pad their lead. 3-2 in the bottom of the 6th. Leadoff man aboard in the form of Kike. Rojas up, Rortvedt on deck, and Ohtani in the hole. This one grounded to first. Diving stop by Stewart on a backhand. He gathers himself and runs to the bag and beats Rojas by a step and a half. But that does get Kike in the scoring position. 1 out in the 6th.
Yeah, nice play by Stewart.
Bottom of the 6th brought to you by the hard-working Chevy Silverado, built on a legacy of long-lasting dependability. See your Southern California Chevy dealer today, or go shopping at SoCalChevy.com. Ben Rortvedt 2 for 2 tonight. A double and a bunt base hit his last time up. He's also scored once. Martinez's first pitch, chopped to the right side, fielded by Stewart on a backhand at the edge of the dirt. His throw is wide. Rortvedt is safe.
Just a bad throw. You've got to lead your pitcher as he's coming to the bag. Well, Martinez going to the bag had to try and reach back behind him.
Yeah, reaching out toward the middle of the infield when he was running toward the first base bag. So it scored E3 on Stewart. The Dodgers have him cornered with Shohei Ohtani at the plate. Last time up, Ohtani flew out to right field, just missed a home run. He's 0 for 3 so far in Game 2. But right now has that look about him in the batter's box. Heck, he's got that look more often than not.
Well, this is Ohtani's 4th at bat. He's seen just 6 pitches tonight.
Martinez kicks and fires. Ohtani swings and fouls a strike to our left into the low level.
6 pitches. He had a 1-2 pitch, ground out in the first, swung at the first pitch in the third, swung at the first pitch in the fourth, and fouled off the first pitch here in the 6th.
3-2 Dodgers. First and third, one out in the 6th. Martinez out of the stretch. Swinging a foul ball back, ricocheted off Stevenson, and then the home plate umpire Barrett Ward as well. So the backstop catching on Blue. Ohtani is as well. It's an 0-2 count.
Just about everyone in the stadium is standing up there with Ohtani at home plate.
And just about all of them have their phones.
There's some big runs. Those are huge runs on the base right now with just one out.
Ohtani in his career 0 for 9 against Nick Martinez with 3 strikeouts. Martinez's 0-2 pitch is on the way. And it's fouled into the red dugout. Important runs, Mo. Doubling down on your point. The Dodgers lead 3-2. But given the shakiness that they have experienced with their bullpen,
well, you just don't get many chances to score in postseason play because you're dealing with the best teams.
Another 0-2 from Martinez. Poked foul from Ohtani. It was a changeup on the outside corner. And that was a stay alive swing from Shohei. Martinez with a wide stance on the mound. The right-hander delivers another 0-2 pitch, and he misses up and away. Fastball at 95 was not close. Kike Hernandez on third, being held there by Hayes. Rortvedt on first, being held there by Stewart. Ohtani 0 for 9 lifetime against Martinez, who deals and misses in the dirt. 2-2.
Postseason, there's nothing like it.
Nothing close. The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball, base hit right field. Ohtani pumps his fist as he runs up the line. Kike comes in from third. Rortvedt goes from first to third. 4-2 Dodgers as Ohtani comes through.
And Ohtani, remember, was behind in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Worked it to 2-2. Fouled off a couple pitches and then winds up with a ground ball. Huge run. And now some huge runs still on base. Here's the other part. Does Ohtani think about taking off? You know, you don't have speed at third in Rortvedt. Would they throw through? Most likely.
Mookie Betts at the plate. First pitch swung on and fouled away on the third base side.
But if Ohtani's thinking about stealing, he steals the base. It removes the ground ball double play situation as well.
The Dodgers double their lead 4-2, and they don't want to stop there. Still only one out in the 6th. Martinez looks back. Now comes home to Betts, who swings and hits it fair down the left field line. Off the glove of Hayes toward the corner. Rortvedt is in. Ohtani to third. Mookie Betts with his 3rd hit of the game, and his 2nd double makes it 5-2.
Here they come.
That was ripped on the ground to third base. Ke'Bryan Hayes dove toward the line, got a piece, but it was hit too hard. And Mookie Betts, he's got 5 hits in 2 games to kick off this wild card series. Second and third, still only 1 away. Freddie Freeman coming to the plate. Now first base is open. You have Freddie, a lefty, in the box. Derek Johnson, the pitching coach, out there now for the Reds. Do you think they put up 4 fingers and load the bases to face the righty and tail?
Here's the other part, too. Did they take a chance and throw a couple of pitches and see if Freeman will expand the strike zone first? And if not, then walk him. Well, I think they're going to take the bat out of his hands right away, not take any chances at all.
Freddie flips it toward the dugout after the intentional walk. That loads the bases for Teoscar Hernandez. And how about this, Mo? We talked after the first inning. Teoscar made an error in right field that gave Cincinnati their only 2 runs tonight. He's 0 for 3 so far.
Don't be in a hurry to hit the ball here. And by that, I'm talking about be selective.
Bases loaded, 1 out. 5-2 Dodgers. The first pitch from Martinez. Grounded up the middle. Base hit Hernandez. Ohtani is in. Betts is 2. Teo atones.
Stephen, what we're witnessing right now is a well-oiled machine that's playing together as a team. From the bottom of the order, now to the top of the order. You look at what Yamamoto was able to do. Pitch out of a bases-loaded, nobody-out situation. The Dodgers come back. They answer with 4 runs, and they're not done yet here in the 6th.
But it looks like Nick Martinez is done. Here comes Terry Francona against a guy who time and again has stifled the Dodger offense. They put up a big crooked number on him in the 6th, and they got a chance for more. Second and third, 1 out. Max Muncy will bat against the new Red reliever. We come back to Dodger Stadium, 7-2 LA.
Hey, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniels Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Daniels is giving every fan a voucher for a free team bracelet and $50 off any $99 purchase. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball to get your voucher. That's danielsjewelers.com/baseball. You can redeem at any of the 100 Daniels Jewelers stores nationwide. Own the dream with Daniels Jewelers.
Life moves fast. It's fierce, persistent, determined. At City of Hope Cancer Center, we are too. Our groundbreaking research and discoveries have impacted millions of lives globally, moving science forward with the hope, passion, and speed every diagnosis deserves for a cancer-free future. City of Hope, pursuing cancer cures at the speed of life.
What do you think makes the perfect snack?
It's gotta be when I'm really craving it and it's convenient.
Could you be more specific?
When it's convenient.
Okay.
Like a freshly baked cookie made with real butter, available right down the street at AM/PM, or a savory breakfast sandwich I can grab in just a second at AM/PM.
I'm seeing a pattern here.
Well, yeah, we're talking about what I crave.
Which is anything from AM/PM.
What more could you want?
Stop by AM/PM where the snacks and drinks are perfectly craveable and convenient. That's Cravenience. AM/PM, too much good stuff.
This Cincinnati pitching change presented by Navien, HVAC, and water heater products. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the World Champion Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
It's the right-hander, Tony Santillan, who's the most worked Reds reliever in the regular season. He inherits runners on second and third. 1 out, 7-2 Dodgers. His first pitch to Max Muncy. Hooks down and inside, ball 1. A 4 spot in the 6th. Still a couple more outs to play with, too. Santillan close stance, kicks and fires, and he misses high. 2-0 on Muncie. Freddie Freeman on third, Teoscar Hernandez on second after his 2-run double, and after the first 2 pitches missed the zone, Terry Francona puts up the 4 fingers to reload the bases. They put a lefty on intentionally for a second time this inning to face a righty. Teoscar Hernandez ripped a 2-run double. What will Andy Pages do? He is the 9th Dodger to the plate in the 6th. Dodgers 7, Cincinnati 2. Santillan deals. Pages swings and fouls back. Strike 1. A high fastball at 97. A deep breath from the righty on the mound. His pitch to Pages is taken for strike 2. After the fastball at 97, he goes to a slurve at 86. Santillan, one of the high leverage arms available to Terry Francona, who now has to pull any and all levers to keep his team in it as they fight for their season. Bases loaded, 1 out. An 0-2 pitch to Andy Pages is hit in the air, shallow right field. Freeman tagging at third. Hayes underneath it. Catch is made. Stop sign put up at third by Dino Ebel. And the Dodgers cannot get him home. They stay loaded. Now 2 out. Kike Hernandez, who led off this inning with an infield single that dribbled up the third baseline and hit the bag. That's what got this all started.
And Hayes had the opportunity. He was going to let the ball go foul. He thought it would go foul. Had the opportunity to come in front of the bag and field it. Well, it didn't go foul. It hit the bag.
And Santillan has thrown away a couple of baseballs. He's now got a pearl that he likes. Dodgers up by 5. 7-2 in the 6th. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Kike Hernandez takes the first pitch. It's a strike on the outside corner. Fastball at 96. Tonight, Kike 2 for 3 with a double and 2 runs scored. He's batting for a second time in this 6th inning. The 0-1 pitch. Hernandez with a big wave and a miss.
That's that swing as he's going forward. His right foot is sliding back.
Filthy slurve from Santillan. Hernandez down 0-2. Here's the pitch. It's in the dirt. It was not competitive. It was ball out of hand. Bases loaded for the Dodgers. Can Kike Hernandez do it again? On a 1-2 pitch. He takes outside and in the dirt. Levels the count 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Popped him up on the infield. Straight up at second base. De La Cruz will call for it, and the shortstop makes the catch. So the Dodgers leave them loaded, but 4 runs on 4 hits, 1 Reds error, 3 left on base. At the end of 6 full innings, the Dodgers lead Cincinnati 7-2.
the home of the champs,
the LA Dodgers.
AM 570 LA Sports.
When it comes to personal injury, Jacoby & Myers knocks it out of the park. And with a winning record of more than $2 billion in settlements, Jacoby & Myers is California's MVP. If you've been injured, don't settle for less than the firm voted the #1 personal injury firm 5 years in a row. Get the justice you deserve with Jacoby & Myers. Call 1-800-5-MILLION for a free consultation today. And let the big league lawyers fight for you. Jacoby & Myers, the official law firm of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
All right, everyone. Welcome to ARCO Rewards Orientation. I'm Hannah.
Whoa. Is everything okay?
That's a code green. Someone just earned at least 5 cents a gallon in rewards.
Wow. Another one?
Well, that one's a code gold. The customer just redeemed savings of up to $1 a gallon.
Impressive. What does that one mean?
Oh, that's just Piggy. He gets excited when we talk about rewards.
Savings of up to $1 per gallon redeemable with 20 rewards dollars in your loyalty account at participating locations. Terms and conditions apply.
Medicare beneficiaries need help choosing the right health plan during this year's AEP? Outsmart Medicare and let PIH Health be your guide to all things enrollment. Don't miss your chance to join our network in 2026. Visit pihhealth.org/Medicare or call 888-365-4450. That's 888-365-4450. 888-365-4450. PIH Health, your health and wellness partner.
Now,
this very moment,
back to the Galpin Motors broadcast booth on your official home of Los Angeles Dodgers baseball.
Experience the thrill of October baseball live at Dodger Stadium. Secure your postseason tickets right now. Dodgers.com/postseason. The Dodgers finish off tonight's game. They will move on to the division series and host games 3 and 4 against the Phillies. That'll be next Wednesday and Thursday. Yoshinobu Yamamoto is still out there. He takes the hill for the top of the 7th inning. He is at 95 pitches, 67 strikes. He needed 23 pitches to get through the 6th inning. And he needed every single one of them because the Reds, top of the order, loaded the bases with no outs. He got a ground out to Mookie Betts, the force out at home, and then back-to-back strikeouts of Stewart and De La Cruz. First pitch of the 7th, grounded by Stevenson to Mookie. Scoops it up, throws to Freddie, makes the stretch and the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out in the 7th. Which is brought to you by Shakey's Pizza Parlor, the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game night, it's group night at Shakey's.com. Mark Pryor and Will Ireton will run out to the mound. Yamamoto now at 96 pitches, and he's going to face a pinch hitter, a lefty slugger named Will Benson. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Will Benson hit a walk-off home run last year in Cincinnati against the Dodgers.
He is a big young man and very strong.
And Mo, how about that? We basically been begging all day for the Dodgers to give Yamamoto run support, which didn't happen for most of the year. He leaves the bases loaded. Bases loaded, no outs, to leaving them loaded, keeping it 3-2, and then the offense puts up a big 4 spot in the 6th.
Well, they needed to gift wrap something for him, especially after pitching out of that bases loaded, nobody out spot.
First pitch to Benson is a strike. 96, catches a call, low and away. And Yamamoto certainly not going to complain. So Benson stepping in for Ke'Bryan Hayes in the 8th spot of the order. Hangs back and pulls a ground ball foul on the first base side. That is strike number 2. Double barrel action in the bullpen. Blake Trinan and Alex Vesia, both of whom pitched last night for the Dodgers. They're up throwing. Bases empty, 1 out, top 7. An 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Oh, excuse me, it was fouled away. I beg your pardon, got a little too ahead of myself there. So Benson will stay in there for one more.
It's okay, we like your enthusiasm.
My heart was in a good place.
Well, we can't see if the ball sometimes is fouled off.
Good.
We get blocked by the catcher and the umpire.
I appreciate you, partner, but I can wear that. It's okay. Another 0-2 is a curve that slips away. Ball 1. Yamamoto now at 100 pitches. Pitch 101. And a 1-2 count to Benson. Just a foot outside. Comfortably ball 2.
Still at 96 as far as velocity.
Yamamoto steps back and delivers his 2-2. Check swing. He did not go. Laid off a splitter and it goes full.
I don't think Rorschach or Yamamoto were in agreement with that call.
Full count on his 103rd pitch of the night. Yamamoto is going to issue a walk. Just missed the outside edge. So Benson, pinch hitting, works a walk with 1 out in the 7th. In steps Matt McLean, who is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts against Yamamoto. Well, Mo, all year, Yamamoto has been elite at 2 things. He delivers strike 1 to McLean with a curve. Getting strikeouts and getting ground balls. He would love to get one on the ground right here. Pitch 105. A wave and a miss. Quickly 0-2.
Well, I mentioned earlier that today, Terry Francona was asked the question, how far do you go with your starting pitcher? Well, that same question could be airmailed down to Dave Roberts. How long do you go with your starting pitcher?
2 strikes on McLean. 1 on, 1 out in the 7th. 7-2 Dodgers. Pitch 106. Called strike 3. Froze him with the curve. Strikeout number 9.
Well, this has just been an amazing night for Yamamoto and this Dodger ball club. That's perfectly placed outside corner curveball.
And Dave Roberts is going to give Yamamoto a chance to finish the 7th. 2 outs, runner on first. Ball 1 on a splitter outside to TJ Friedl, the leadoff hitter who's 1 for 3. Here comes a 1-0. Hit into the net. Behind home plate, a ball and a strike. Yamamoto with 108 pitches still out there. Number 109, the 1-1. Hit foul on the third base side. That's strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes. Yamamoto steps off the back of the mound. He cannot hear as the volume's getting louder here at Dodger Stadium. 7-2 is the lead. 2 outs. Benson on first. A ball and 2 strikes. Dodger Stadium trying to meet the moment for pitch 110. Fouled straight back. A high fastball at 96. No change in the count. 1-2. The next pitch from Yamamoto will establish a new career high. 111 misses away. 2-2. Another 2-2. A curve hangs a little high. Didn't miss by much. That runs things full. And Dodger Stadium in disbelief as Yamamoto came so close to finishing the night. 2 outs, Benson on first. The count is now full. How about pitch 113 from the Dodger ace? Inside, ball 4, and that's a 2-out walk. And here comes Dave Roberts. He makes the call down to the bullpen. He gave every bit of the leash to Yoshinobu Yamamoto, who has certainly earned that leash. And he has earned this standing ovation, which Dodger Stadium is giving to him right now. 6 2/3, a pat on the back from his manager. And the exits to the roars. Listen to them now. "7-2 Dodgers, 2 on, 2 out in the top of the 7th. We'll be right back.
Spectrum TV Fixed TV and combined all your favorite sports streaming apps with live TV.
32, blue 32, hot height. It's only more Hail Marys.
It's only more bottom of the ninth magic.
It's only more slow motion replays.
It's only getting all the sports with over 100 hours worth of streaming apps like ESPN, Fox One, Tennis Channel, Peacock, and more, included with live TV at no extra cost. It's only the way TV should be. It's only everything. Learn more at SpectrumTV.com.
Hey, it's Andre Ether, and if you're a proud Latino like me, you are celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. Superior Grocers is joining in with La Raza with all your favorites. Delicious pan dulce from the bakery, carnitas, fresh produce to make a killer salsa or ceviche, and their famous Superior Ranch carne asada. Superior Grocers brings the best deals to the plate, and you always hit a home run. Get in on the celebration and download the Superior Grocer app for weekly ads and digital deals. Superior Grocers, quality, variety, and value.
Hi, I'm Kike Hernandez. Winning a world championship is incredible, but nothing beats being a dad to my 4-year-old daughter, Penelope. Making sure she has a strong, healthy start means being present, playing, and staying patient, even when it feels challenging. First 5 California is my go-to for tips and supporting her growth and well-being, so she can thrive no matter what challenges come her way. Learn more at first5california.com.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto was sensational pitching into the 7th, a career-high 113 pitches, the most thrown by a Dodger in a postseason game since Walker Buehler threw 117 in Game 5 of the Division Series in 2019. Blake Trinan inherits the 2 walks issued by Yamamoto in the 7th. He also inherits a 7-2 lead. Pitching in back-to-back nights, Trinan last night finished the game with a clean 9th inning, gave up 1 hit, but struck out 2 through 17 pitches, 11 for strikes. Benson on second, Friedel on first. Trinan sets and deals. First pitch, slash foul by Spencer Steer.
Incredible effort by Yoshinobu Yamamoto tonight. All you have to do is look at that 6th inning. Bases loaded and nobody out, and he got out of that scrape.
0-1 on Steer. The pitch. Chopped to the left side. Fielded by Betts. He guns it over to first. It's there for Freddie Freeman. So Trinan does the job. Strands the 2 inherited runners and keeps the Dodgers ahead by 5. 7-2 as we stand for the stretch at the Ravine.
AM 570, LA Sports.
Baseball fans, David Vassay here. It's time to step up to the plate and upgrade your outdoor living space with TimberTech, the #1 premium composite decking brand. It looks like natural wood, but without the costly maintenance of a wood deck. Plus, it's made with up to 85% recycled material. Here in California, fire safety is always top of mind, and TimberTech has collections with top-rated fire resistance, including a Class A flame spread rating, so you can build a beautiful outdoor space with confidence. See for yourself why TimberTech is everything wood should be. fee. Order free samples at timbertech.com.
Step up to the plate with Jacoby & Myers, the official law firm of the Los Angeles Dodgers. With over 50 years of experience and more than $2 billion in settlements, no one hits it out of the park for clients like Jacoby & Myers. If you've been injured, let Jacoby & Myers go to bat for you. Whether it's a car accident, rideshare mishap, or any other serious incident, Jacoby & Myers will fight for the justice you deserve. Call Jacoby & Myers today for a free consultation at 1-800-5-million.
Bases are loaded, stakes are high, and hopes are even higher. If anyone can power through the pressure to win it all, it's the world champion Dodgers. As a proud sponsor since their inaugural season at Dodger Stadium, 76 would like to give a huge congratulations to the Dodgers on their 13th consecutive playoffs. Let's go, go, go for another win. 76, proud sponsor of the Los Angeles Dodgers since 1962. 76 is a trademark owned by Phillips 66 Company. Copyright 2025, all rights reserved.
Blue October is on.
Back-to-back is in reach. Let's make some history.
This is LA Dodgers playoff baseball on the LA Dodgers Audio Network.
Really special moment captured on the ESPN telecast. Yoshinobu Yamamoto got back to the Dodger dugout and was embraced by Mr. Smile himself, Teoscar Hernandez, a long embrace. Remember, it was Teoscar Hernandez who's basically on the hook for the only 2 runs on the board for the Reds tonight after his first inning error. Should have been a scoreless inning in the first. So Teo apologizing, but he also made up for it at the plate the last inning. Bottom of the 7th, Santillan still out there. Strike 1 thrown to Miguel Rojas. 7-2 the Dodgers lead. They are 6 outs away from advancing. Ball 1 well outside. Rojas tonight, 1 for 3 with an RBI base hit that came back in the 4th. The Dodgers with a huge 4-run 6th inning, which they batted around. On a 1-1, Rojas takes ball 2, just missed the outside edge. Advantage Rojas. Two balls and a strike. Santillan kicks and fires. Rojas, a little tardy, fouls it away. 2-2. And you might have forgotten after that 4-run 6th, Mo, but it was Miguel Rojas who gave the Dodgers the lead with that RBI single in the 4th. Kike had just tied it with a double in front of him, and he made it 3-2. That was the best drive of the game presented by Edmunds. See how much your car is worth at Edmunds.com. Square count 2-2. The pitch. A tapper to the right side. It's going to bounce foul. Santillan, the pitcher, came off the mound just in case, but it bounced 3 feet to the right side of first base. Or the line, to be more specific. Still 2-2. Now up in the Dodger bullpen, Emmett Sheehan. Converted starter, preparing for some late inning work in the postseason. Another 2-2 pitch. Rojas with another chopper. This one's fair up the third base line. Long throw is third, and it is late.
Really impossible throw. As Stewart moved from first over to third, so that was the first chance that he had. Some of the other defensive changes. Steer, who was in left field, now comes in and plays first base. Hayes, who is in right, goes to left. And Benson, who pinch hit, stays in the ball game in right field.
So an infield single for Rojas. Gets on for Ben Rortvedt at the bottom of the order. Rortvedt has reached 3 times. The last one came on an error. I don't think he much cares. Shows bunt, pulls back as Santillan misses way upstairs with the fastball. Ball 1.
First, want to get that barrel of the bat out in front. Bunt the ball to the first baseman. Third baseman's charging in.
Seven-2 Dodgers, bottom of the 7th. 1 on, nobody out. Rortvedt pulls bunt back as Santillan misses again. Now Stewart at third, he was basically even with the mound as he was creeping in before that last pitch.
And the other part, too, is that De La Cruz, the shortstop, was already the second base bag. I mean, the entire left side of the infield is open. You could bunt sharply, maybe even a double.
Stewart crawling in front of his pitcher's eye line. The bunt is down to the first base side. Picked up by the third baseman Stewart. He sets and throws. It's a good one to first for out number one. But Ben Rortvedt does his job getting Rojas into scoring position for Ohtani.
Excellent bunt, especially when that third base is coming in and charging early.
Ohtani 1 for 4 in the game. That one hit was key to continue the sixth inning for the Dodgers. An RBI single on the ground through the right side that made it 4-2. It's now 7-2, and they would love to tack on some more. And with first base open, 4 fingers put up. So we go back to the pregame question asked of Terry Francona. Hey, would you think about intentionally walking Shohei Ohtani? And he goes, are you kidding me? Have you heard of Mookie Betts? Have you heard of Freddie Freeman? Well, he just issued a walk to Shohei Ohtani intentionally. Here comes Mookie Betts. And a reminder, this year, or in his career with the Dodgers, Betts 7 for 17 with an intentional walk in front of him. He tries to check his swing but can't hold up on a slurve. He waves at strike one. So again, if you walk somebody intentionally in front of Mookie Betts, 7 for 17, that's a 412 clip with 3 extra base hits. Be careful what you wish for. The 0-1. Betts tries to check his swing again, but the ball found his bat, fouled away, strike 2.
The Dodgers have created many opportunities tonight. This is their 16th at bat with a runner in scoring position. They have 5 hits. What about the Reds? Well, they're 2 for 7.
First and second, 1 out in the 7th. The Dodgers lead by 5. On an 0-2 pitch. Betts takes low, ball 1. Santillan tried to get him to chase a slurve down below the zone. A ball and 2 strikes. Santillan delivers and misses the outside corner. Fastball with some giddy up at 98, but off the plate. 2-2. Rojas on second, Ohtani on first. Time called as Santillan is going to reset on the mound, kicking some dirt away. Right-hander plants his back right leg, closes his stance with the front left leg. Ball at the belt. Looks back at Rojas on second, comes home to Betts, and misses with ball 3 downstairs. Full count. Infield single, sac bunt, intentional walk. Sets the stage for this 3-2 pitch. Betts is jammed, fouls it over the net. He stays alive. Count remains full. Another payoff coming. Mookie fouls it away on the right field side. Drifts about a dozen rows back in the field level seats. Somebody gets a souvenir. Mookie Betts gets another chance.
Betts is giving Santillan all kinds of fits. Tough at bat.
First and second, 1 out. How about another 3-2? Another foul ball. This is a good fight for Mookie Betts. Count still full. The next pitch from Santillan will be the 9th to Mookie. Line, fair ball down the left field line. Have a night, Mookie Betts. Rojas going to trot in and score. Ohtani held up at third. Mookie Betts 4 for 5 with 3 doubles.
And he's knocked in 4 runs. Have a night indeed.
Here comes Terry Francona as the Dodgers get to another one of his top arms. It's been a theme these 2 nights here at Dodger Stadium in the Wild Card Series. No matter who he's put out there, the Dodgers have gotten hits. Second and third, still only 1 out. Now an 8-2 lead. The Reds make another pitching change, and we will be right back.
At Verizon, lock in our low price, plus free roaming included in Mexico. Discover the best carne asada, never miss a text from the group chat, and save big with Verizon while you do it. Switch and get 4 lines for just $30 per line. See? Just $30 per line per month with unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. Plus calls, texts, and data in Mexico included, so you can use your phone sin problema. Stop by your Los Angeles Verizon store today. For unlimited welcome in times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
Bases are loaded, stakes are high, and hopes are even higher. If anyone can power through the pressure to win it all, it's the world champion Dodgers. As a proud sponsor since their inaugural season at Dodger Stadium, 76 would like to give a huge congratulations to the Dodgers on their 13th consecutive playoffs. Let's go, go, go for another win. 76, proud sponsor of the Los Angeles Dodgers since 1962. 76 is a trademark owned by Phillips 66 Company. Copyright 2025, all rights.
Santa Anita Park is racing Friday through Sunday with millions in payouts every race day. Get on track for the English Pub Trackside, Hot Wings Fest, $30,000 Cherry Tree Giveaway, Oktoberfest Trackside, Pumpkin Patch and Fall Fun Fest, and Japan Family Day. Parking is free and admission is just $10. Plus, every Friday is free admission and parking and 50% happy hour all day. Choose your experience at santaanita.com/events. See you at the races.
Mookie Betts with his 4th hit of the game makes the Dodgers lead 6, 8-2. Ohtani on third, Betts on second, 1 out in the 7th. Infield in for the Reds, Freddie Freeman the batter. High octane stuff on the mound here, Mo, in the rookie Chase Burns.
You don't have to be looking for a changeup.
First pitch to Freeman, 100 but up and away. Burns, a former top pick of the Reds, just a couple years removed from the draft. Debuted earlier this year, missed some time with an injury, and now working out of the bullpen. The 1-0 pitch. Freeman swings and misses. 99 by him, strike 1.
Wanted a bat by Mookie Betts. Again, down quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Moved it to 3-2, fouled off 3 pitches, then winds up with the RBI double.
Freeman bounces the ball to the right side. A hopper snared at second by McLean. He goes to first and gets the out. That was an incredible play with the infield drawn in, Mo. A high chopper. McLean was drifting back, had to leap to get it in the glove.
Had he been playing 1 step in tighter, there was no chance to get that baseball. Had to make the high leap. Nice play, and the runners have to hold at second and third.
He just saved at least 1 run. But Teoscar Hernandez takes his turn. And it takes the first pitch from Burns. A slider at 94 on the outside corner, strike 1.
A lot of guys like to have a fastball at 94.
Exactly. Burns kicks and deals. Hernandez chops one over his head. Left side of the infield. De La Cruz charges it short. Transfers and throws. And he is out. Hernandez in a bang-bang play. Well picked by Steer. We will see if the Dodgers want to challenge. And Mo, from our first blush, I think they are going to challenge.
I would be surprised if it's not. From our angle, it appeared. And the Dodgers, yes, indeed, they are going to appeal this. You and I were both looking at it. We both thought he was safe at first base to begin with.
It was bang bang.
Los Angeles is challenging the out call at first base.
That's the crew chief, Alfonso Marquez. This is a difference of a run. And it was a tough play for De La Cruz, charging from short. Had to transfer and throw on the run. It was a bouncing throw, picked at first by Steer. Teoscar Hernandez called out, but the Dodgers, given the fact that you get an extra challenge in the postseason, throw one of them out there here to see if they can steal one more run. It's funny, the Dodger fans are cheering. The Reds seeing the replay on Dodger Vision. They're going to the dugout.
Well, the ball touched the glove. Was it in the back of the glove and firmly caught? I don't think there's enough evidence to possibly overturn the call.
They're trying to go frame by frame on the broadcast, and I think the call's going to stand.
Yeah, but we mentioned last night there are 4 different umpires that are assigned to Replay Central back in the commissioner's office in New York for this series. And all of the wild card games have been taking place.
The review of the call is confirmed. The runner is out. Los Angeles has 1 down remaining.
So they took it a step further with the language. Confirmed. So that saves a run. A couple of brilliant plays on the infield to get the last 2 outs of the 7th for Cincinnati. That keeps 2 more off the board for the Dodgers, but they tack 1 on. 8-2 Dodgers going to the 8th.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports.
Matt Money Smith here for Galpin Mazda. Got a couple Mazdas here at the house. Love it. Appreciate Dan Sturkle, general manager there. He wants you to ask for him by name. They got hundreds of Mazdas ready for immediate delivery. You can shop and buy from home. Get your price, choose your finance or lease terms. They'll drive it right to you. That's what they did for us. Plus, they finance customers every day who get turned down elsewhere. So lean on them for that. 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty on almost every used vehicle and every new Ford. They're number 1. They want to be number 1 again. It's championship time here in October. So check it out, galpinmazda.com.
We want to remind you that every time the Dodgers win, Cars for Kids wins because we're making a donation. And you should too. Donate that old car to Cars for Kids now. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS today, and they'll pick up your car as soon as tomorrow. It's the quickest, easiest way to get rid of your unused vehicle. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go to carsforkids.org. That's 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go to carsforkids.org. Remember, that's Cars with a K.
LA County has seen its share of devastation this year, testing the strength of our communities. I'm Dave Roberts, manager of LA's favorite ball club. In LA, we don't give up, we rebuild. And I love a strong comeback story. Our residents heard the call and stepped up in remarkable ways. We'll stand shoulder to shoulder to rebuild. And we're not finished. Water for LA is more than pipes and pumps. It's about protecting what we love, our homes, our health, and our environment. Learn more at waterforla.com.
Vroom, vroom. From the Galpin Motors broadcast booth.
Streaming right to your mobile device.
LA Dodgers baseball continues on its official home.
Top of the 8th inning brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. The MVP for fun, food, and good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Morongo celebrating 20 years of good times. Folks certainly enjoying their time here at Dodger Stadium tonight. Because it's 8-2, the Dodgers on top of the Reds. An elimination game for Cincinnati. Dodgers with a chance to punch through to Philadelphia. Emmett Sheehan on the mound now for the top of the 8th inning. Dodgers up by 6. They need 6 more outs. Gavin Lux up there taking ball 1, a fastball away at 97. In Sheehan's final regular season start in Seattle, the Dodgers surprised everybody by shortening him up to 1 inning. The 1-0 pitch is a strike, 97 at the knees to Lux. Kike Hernandez even joked after that. I don't know if the broadcast knew, but the position player certainly didn't know it was only going to be a 1-inning outing for Sheehan in a bullpen game. But they wanted to shorten him up and get him ready for the post. Lux slashes one to left field, drops in front of Hernandez, then skips underneath him, and it dribbles to the warning track. Picked up by Dean just in the game in center, and that gives Gavin Lux an extra 90 feet. A little too casual in left field for Kike Hernandez there, Mo.
Well, it was one of those line drives that is going to hit, and Kike did not get in front of the ball. Really did not get in position to field the ball. And alertly, it was Justin Dean coming over from center field just in the ball game that backed up Kike Hernandez.
So this is a new role for Emmett Sheehan. Dodgers brought him out of the bullpen in the regular season as a bulk guy. Never in the back end of a game, though. Getting a taste of it here in the wild card series. 1 on, nobody out. Ball 1 low and away on Austin Hayes. 8-2 Dodgers in the top of the 8th. There was a base hit for Lux in E7 on Kike Hernandez, the former Dodger, on second. The pitch. Check swing. And they say no swing down at first. 2-0. Sheehan with his right pitching hand behind his back. Now in the glove. Ball at the waist. The 2-0 pitch. Misses outside. That's ball 3. (3-0). There's a strike for Sheehan. 95 down the chute.
Last night in the 8th inning, it took 3 relievers to get 3 outs. It took 59 pitches. There were 4 walks, 2 hits.
3 balls and a strike. Sheehan checks Lux. Comes home to Hayes. And has strike 2 on the inner half. Full count.
Note a conversation with Bob Nightingale, the USA Today. Those 59 pitches to get 3 outs last night. The highest number of pitches thrown in a postseason game since 1988.
Here's the payoff from Sheehan. Fouled away. Well, Mo, and then if it's any consolation, 88 was a good year in Dodgertown. That is me grasping for some silver lining from last night's 8th inning, because it was a tough watch. And Emmett Sheehan, his task, don't do that. Another 3-2. Ball 4 outside. Hayes tosses the bat and some equipment as the Reds have the first 2-1 in the 8th. Still no out. The Dodgers lead is 6.
Third baseman number 43, Sal Stewart.
And the telecast on ESPN just putting up the graphic referencing the stat you just mentioned. 59 pitches, most in a single playoff inning since at least 1988. Emmett Sheehan right now is at 10. Has not yet recorded an out. First and second for Cincinnati. And they have Big Sal Stewart, the rookie, at the plate.
I'm glad ESPN was listening.
Locked in. Jason Bateman was locked in, I think. First pitch to Stewart, not even close in the left-handed batter's box. Ball 1. Could have been listening to music, though. I don't want to speak out of turn. Sheehan deals, misses low and away. Ball 2 in the dirt outside. So the groans are being heard now at Dodger Stadium. But this is a really tough spot for Emmett Sheehan. It's a new spot for him, and it's coming in the postseason. And now Dodger Stadium is saying, hey, look, we acknowledge that. We're going to try and help you out instead of amp up the stress. The 2-0 to Stewart. Ripped foul on the third base side, but that's strike 1.
And it's a big role because this is out of necessity.
Yep, because the trust tree really started to crumble in the second half of the season and certainly down the stretch. You don't know which branches are the strongest in that tree anymore. 2-1, nobody on the 8th. 8-2 Dodgers on a 2-1 pitch. Stewart fouls another one away. This one to the right side. That squares the count 2-2. Dave Roberts sitting in his chair, top step of the Dodger dugout, arms folded, watching on, trying to get Emmett Sheehan on track. The 2-2 pitch. That's hit to right field. It's dropping down in front of Andy Pages. Green light for Gavin Lux. He's coming home to throw his cut off. It's an RBI for Stewart, his second of the game. It's now 8-3. Still nobody out.
And moving Sheehan into that bullpen. And if you look at the relief corps for this Dodger ball club, I mean, they finished 11th out of the 15 National League teams in earned run average.
Hayes stopped at second, so first and second. De La Cruz, the batter, with nobody out. The deficit for Cincinnati is now 5. Stirring in the Dodger bullpen, Alex Vesia is going to be the first one to start throwing, it seems. The left-handed hitting De La Cruz, 0 for 3 tonight with 2 Ks. Sheehan's first pitch, 95 outside corner, but it just misses the edge. Ball 1. Sheehan with 16 pitches, only half of them strikes. The pitch fouled away. Would you perhaps like to see a visit here for Sheehan in this spot, Mo? Or is that asking for something unnecessary?
I think, especially if it goes ball 3.
Right now it's 1-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. There's that good Emmett Sheehan fastball. Top of the zone with some ride at 95. Gets on you in a hurry. 1-2 on De La Cruz. Sheehan steps off the back of the mound. That resets the pitch clock. Now he's ready to go. On a 1-2, De La Cruz hits it in the air, left field side. That's going to slice out of play. He joined this 8th inning a little bit late. Defensive changes behind Sheehan. Justin Dean into the game now in center field. Andy Pajes kicks over to right. Teoscar Hernandez to the bench. Dodgers 8, Reds 3. Still no outs in the 8th. 20th pitch coming from Sheehan. It's down and in, 2-2.
Pitch count just building up. 20 pitches and still looking for the first out here in the inning.
Looks back at Hayes on second. Delivers the 2-2. Spikes it. Goes all the way to the backstop. An extra base for Hayes and Stewart. Now 2 in scoring position. No matter what button has been pushed in the bullpen of late, disaster seemingly quick to bite the Dodgers.
Well, if we're looking the 8th inning last night and tonight, that's 80 pitches to get 3 outs.
Full count on De La Cruz. The payoff. Up and away, not close. Ball 4 and the bases are loaded for Tyler Stevenson, who's got a terrific slash line in his career with the bases loaded.
Well, pitches off the plate. Right now, the bullpen, it looks like it's contagious.
So Stevenson, a right-handed hitter. Vesia is the only one up in the bullpen. He's obviously a lefty. The other right-handers down there available, Roki Sasaki and Ricardo Enriquez. This one's hit in the air to left field. Hernandez has got a read. In front of the warning track, he makes the catch. Hayes will tag at third and head home. Scoring on a sacrifice fly. It's now 8-4. First and second. Now 1 out. So again, Trinan's already pitched tonight. Sasaki has yet to appear in this series. Enriquez pitched last night was a disaster. Emmett Sheehan's on the mound. Tyler Glasnow, the only other righty. Now digging into the plate is a left-handed hitter in Will Benson. Eight-4 Dodgers, 2 on, 1 out. First pitch swinging, fastball on the heart, fouled back into the net. Strike 1.
That ball could not have been carried to home plate any more in the middle of the plate than what that was.
He saw Dave Roberts talking with Mark Pryor, the Dodger pitching coach. I think they're getting on the same page for which lane they want to bring Vesia in. With the lefty Benson up there, and there are righties available to pinch hit for Cincinnati, so perhaps they want to see Sheehan work through it. There's a strike. 96 on the inside corner. 0-2. It has not been a smooth start to Emmett Sheehan's postseason career. He's given up 2 runs and has only recorded 1 out on 25 pitches. Runners on first and second. Ahead of Benson, 0-2. The pitch. Fouled back to our left and below the booth. No change in the count. Dodger Stadium trying to support Emmett Sheehan with some cheers. Another 0-2. Inside, nearly hits Benson. He hits the deck to get out of the way of ball 1. Dave Roberts is coming to the mound. He has not signaled to the bullpen. A ball and 2 strikes on Benson. I think this is a conversation to settle Emmett Sheehan down.
This is a conversation, and right to the point.
It was 8-2. Now it's 8-4. Dave Roberts puts his arms around Sheehan's waist. He is whispering in his right ear. Well, not whispering. You can't whisper here at Dodger Stadium and hear what anybody's saying. You got to talk loudly and firmly. He is now taking the ball. Emmett Sheehan has been removed from the game in the middle of a plate appearance against Will Benson. Sheehan, disgusted with himself as he walks toward the dugout, wipes his brow, and now can only watch as Alex Vesia is going to come in and try and clean up this 8th inning mess. Back-to-back nights, the Dodger bullpen fumbling the chili in the top of the 8th. We'll step aside.
Hey, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniels Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Daniels is giving every fan a voucher for a free team bracelet and $50 off any $99 purchase. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball to get your voucher. That's danielsjewelers.com/baseball. You can redeem at any of the 100 Daniels Jewelers stores nationwide. Own the dream with Daniels Jewelers.
Life moves fast. It's fierce, persistent, determined. At City of Hope Cancer Center, we are too. Our groundbreaking research and discoveries have impacted millions of lives globally, moving science forward with the hope, passion, and speed every diagnosis deserves for a cancer-free future. City of Hope, pursuing cancer cures at the speed of life.
What do you think makes the perfect snack?
It's gotta be when I'm really craving it and it's convenient.
Could you be more specific?
When it's cravenient.
Okay.
Like a freshly baked cookie made with real butter, available right down the street at AM/PM, or a savory breakfast sandwich I can grab in just a second at AM/PM.
I'm seeing a pattern here.
Well, yeah, we're talking about what I crave.
Which is anything from AM/PM.
What more could you want?
Stop by AM/PM where the snacks and drinks are perfectly craveable and convenient. That's Cravenience. AM/PM, too much good stuff.
Emmett Sheehan couldn't get the job done, so the Dodgers turned to Alex Vesia for a second straight night. Vesia, he was only able to record 1 out as the first pitcher in last night's top of the 8th. 22 pitches, only 13 strikes. He was charged with 2 earned runs on 1 hit and 1 walk. The Dodgers lead the Reds 8-4 here in Game 2. They need 5 more outs. First and second, a ball and 2 strikes. So just as Sheehan was removed mid-plate appearance, so was Benson. Miguel Andujar grabs a bat for Benson. What an odd scene here at Dodger Stadium. The 1-2 pitch from Vesia to Andujar. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Fastball 2 feet above the zone at 92, and Andujar couldn't lay off. And Mo, if I'm not mistaken, does that K go to Benson?
Yes, it does. You pinch hit with 2 strikes, and if you swing and miss, it is charged to the man that you replaced.
Now 2 outs in the 8th. First and second for the number 9 hitter, Matt McLean. Vesia's first pitch is a fastball upstairs. So again, both pitches 2 high fastballs. but not particularly close. I just don't think that Vesia is totally in sync right now. He's kicking the dirt on the mound. He's probably got at least 3 Red Bulls pumping through his veins right now. A ball and no strikes. The pitch. High again. Ball 2. Fastball not close. So try and channel our dear friend the Bulldog. When he sees those up and away arm side misses, you're getting a little too fast, he likes to say. The front side flying open. The 2-0 pitch. That's not close. It's a slider outside. Ball 3. The tying run is on deck. That's how things have escalated and how quickly they have escalated here in the 8th. From 8-2 to 8-4 and a 3-0 count to McLean. The pitch. Taken for a strike. 93 at the bottom of the zone. Emmett Sheehan sitting in the Dodger dugout. Chin on his folded hands on his knees. Hoping Vesia can get through this inning. On a 3-1, McLean takes strike 2. Another fastball at the knees, inner half. Full count. Vesia's payoff. Runners go inside. Ball 4 and the bases are loaded. Tying run coming to the plate for Cincinnati.
Well, last night 4 walks in the 8th inning. Tonight 3 to this point.
This is hard to watch. Top of the order, T.J. Friedl. Friedl has reached twice tonight, a base hit and a walk. He represents the tying run. Takes a first pitch strike from Vesia. Fastball at 93 on the outer half. Friedl is 5'8" and 180. But make no mistake, he can run it out on you. He's got 14 home runs this year. The nerves are definitely alive at Dodger Stadium. The 0-1 pitch, check swing. He couldn't hold up. 0-2. The Dodgers won the appeal down to Chip Gibson at third. And once again, Vesia and the Dodgers a strike away. Dodgers 8, Reds 4. Bases loaded for Cincinnati with 2 outs in the 8th. After taking time, Friedl steps back into the left-handed batter's box. Vesia is ready. The pitch. Outside. A fastball away, missed by 1.5 feet. 1-2. "37 pitches thrown from the Dodgers so far. They need one more strike. Vesia delivers. It is a slider. It misses downstairs, and Friedl did not chase. 2-2. All parties are set. On a 2-2 pitch, Friedl swings and pops it in the air. It's drifting over the Dodger dugout. That'll get out of play. The first row of the field level seats, so we'll do it again. Friedl, a left-handed hitter this year, hit .243 against left-handed pitching. Alex Vesia pitching in back-to-back nights. Trying to hold the line against the Reds with the tying run at the plate. Another 2-2. Another foul ball. There's a fastball at 94 from Vesia. And those rally towels, Mo, are now becoming chew toys for the fans at Dodger Stadium. As fans nervously watch again the top of the 8th inning. How about another 2-2? That's strike 3 called. Frozen with a slider, perfectly placed on the outer half. Vesia pumps his fist. So too does Rortvedt, as the Dodgers once again force the Reds to leave them loaded. They remain on top, 8-4 in the middle of the 8th of game number 2.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Stream it right now on the iHeartRadio app.
Dodger Baseball is proudly sponsored by JFLA. Education is a core pillar in Judaism, and at JFLA, they want to help you achieve your education goals. That's why they provide zero interest and zero fee loans to students of any faith pursuing degrees in nursing and medical studies, technical and vocational schools. Their loan funds are provided by generous donors to help you get the education you need to succeed. Interested? Get more information at jfla.org.
It's a game of inches, and it feels especially true in the postseason. The Dodgers know it, and so does Edmunds. Edmunds is here to make sure that you're getting a fair payout on your car, nothing less. You can use their free appraisal tool to see up to 3 offers from car dealers who want to cut a check for your ride. There's no obligation, so you can use it even if you're just curious about how much you can get. Don't come up short. Go for a deal that works for you. Visit edmunds.com/Dodgers to see your offers today.
At Verizon, lock in our low price, plus free roaming included in Mexico. Discover the best carne asada, never miss a text from the group chat, and save big with Verizon while you do it. Switch and get 4 lines for just $30 per line. See? Just $30 per line per month with unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. Plus calls, texts, and data in Mexico included, so you can use your phone sin problema. Stop by your Los Angeles Verizon store today. For unlimited welcome in times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
Winning one title is difficult.
They've done it! They finished the job!
Repeating is even harder. This is Dodgers Playoff Baseball on your home of the LA Dodgers Audio Network.
Okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine, Mo.
Have any fingernails left?
No, now that you mention it. Bottom of the 8th at Dodger Stadium. 8-4 Dodgers. They have 3 outs to get some more insurance. And based on how the top of the 8th inning went, insurance wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Max Muncy, the first one up there. First pitch grounded to first, scooped up there by Steer. He calls off Burns and steps on the bag. Out number 1 in the 8th. Tonight's game brought to you by First 5 California. 1 in 3 children are at risk of toxic stress, but there are things parents can do to help. Learn how to overcome it by going to first5california.com. The Reds have stranded 8 runners in the last 3 innings. Andy Pages with 1 out and the base is empty takes the ball upstairs. Now, on the other side, Mo, it's not like the Dodgers haven't left a ton of runners on either. They have stranded at least 1 in every inning tonight. Burns misses upstairs to the fastball. 2-0 on Pages. The pitch. Pages was a statue, and Burns with the front door slider has strike 1. Littell, Lodolo, Martinez, Santillan, and now Burns, the arms used by Terry Francona. Swing and a miss, strike 2, and a square count on Pages. For the Dodgers, Yamamoto, Trinan, Sheehan, and Vesia.
And Sasaki is warming up in the Dodgers pen.
You figured the Dodgers needed to get him in here, Mo, and I'll explain why after this 2-2 pitch from Chase Burns. He deals. Pages swings and misses. A strikeout for Burns. 2 gone in the 8th. And that's why last night seemed like a perfect spot for Sasaki in a 10-2 game. You really don't want Rocky's postseason debut to come on the road in Philadelphia. That is not setting up a rookie for success.
No,
so he needed to pitch here at home.
They want him to get a taste of the postseason. We've said it so many times. And having played it a number of times, it's a different animal.
Yeah. Ball 1 to Kike Hernandez. So Sasaki preparing for the top of the 9th inning. 8-4 Dodgers, 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. The ground ball to third. Scooped up by Stewart. His throw to first is there. Burns pitches a 1-2-3 8th inning. 8-4 Dodgers on to the 9th. 3 outs away from a ticket to the division series.
This is AM 570 LA Sports.
It's time for Dodgers baseball with Tito's Handmade Vodka. Which means it's time to grab an ice-cold Tito's and lemonade and cheer on our boys with a cocktail that bats 1,000. This season, paint the town blue with Tito's, America's favorite vodka for America's favorite pastime. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Never forget this moment.
Building a Dodger dynasty.
We're not stopping at one.
We are running it back. Don't miss a second on LA's best sports talk. AM 570 LA Sports.
And on the iHeartRadio app.
Dodger fans, you know performance matters on the field and at home. That's why Navien brings you the MPF Hydro Furnace, the most advanced way to heat your home with comfort and efficiency. And for year-round cooling and heating comfort, pair the new MPF with Navien's new air-to-air heat pump. Quiet, powerful, and built to win. Don't forget, Navien is proud to offer America's #1 selling tankless water heaters, delivering endless hot water and major energy savings. Navien, built for performance just like your Dodgers. Learn more at NavienInc.com.
Your car is an important part of your life, so make sure you're taking care of it. That's why I go to Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change, where they offer stay-in-your-car service while you wait. Locations all over Southern California. SoCalValvoline.com.
Now,
this very moment,
back to the Galpin Motors broadcast booth on your official home of Los Angeles Dodgers baseball.
Top of the 9th inning, sponsored by Cars for Kids. Ready to donate your old car? Then call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS now. Friendly agents are standing by, ready to take your donation. That's Cars with a K, to donate your car today. All right, hold on to your butts, folks. Top of the 9th inning at Dodger Stadium. Game 2 of the Wild Card Series. The Dodgers lead Cincinnati 8-4. And the roar that went through Dodger Stadium after the bottom of the 8th was to welcome Roki Sasaki, the rookie making his postseason debut in Major League Baseball. He's going to face Spencer Steer to start. The number 2 hitter takes a first pitch strike at 101. The next pitch is the fork ball that misses inside. 1-1. It was a tough regular season as a starter for Sasaki, but he transitioned to the bullpen down the stretch and looked like a weapon. Swung on, fouled away. 101 at the knees. 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Steer.
Well, it's easy to say and tell a young man, look, just be yourself. Can't strike anybody out on 1 pitch.
The chance of Roki. Rain down ahead of the 1-2. Got him swinging. The throw from Rortvedt down to first to make it official. He went to his trademark, the fork ball, to get a strikeout to kick off his postseason career.
And a good job also by Rortvedt. Kept the ball in front of him, just knocked it down, then picked it up, threw him out.
Now old friend Gavin Lux. 8-4 Dodgers. 1 out in the top of the 9th. 2 outs away from a date with the Phillies. Sasaki sets on the mound, kicks and deals. Strike 1 to Lux, starting him off with 100 down below the zone. And that has been the key. Instead of the high fastball, working it down at the bottom of the zone to better play off the forkball. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Stays with the hard stuff and has more triple digits.
Right now, he's just throwing free and easy.
And working with confidence and pace. The 0-2 to Lux. Floats outside, went to the forkball and missed. 1-2. Sasaki not wasting any time. He deals. Lux strikes out swinging. Back-to-back Ks for Roki Sasaki. The Dodgers are 1 out away from the division series. One more out to go. Austin Hayes, the batter. The first pitch. Hayes swings, pops it up. Right side, foul ground. Rortvedt toward the dugout. It's off his glove. In and out of the glove of Ben Rortvedt. So Hayes has an extra life. It was between the on-deck circle and the entrance to the Reds' dugout. He stuck out his left glove hand, and the ball just clanked off of it.
It's a long way for a catcher to be running and checking the ball, trying to find out where that railing is.
Nothing in one. The pitch. Hayes fouls it off the plate. Strike 2. The Reds are down to their final strike.
They're going to charge an error.
Dodgers 8, Reds 4. Bases empty, 2 outs in the ninth. 0-2 on Hayes. Roki Sasaki sets and fires. Soft liner to short. Betts is there. That's a win for LA. The Dodgers are going to the National League Division Series. The Dodgers are going to Philadelphia as they move on in their quest to run it back in 2025. Roki Sasaki with a clean 1-2-3 ninth in his postseason debut, featuring a couple of Ks. The final here at Dodger Stadium, 8-4, as the Dodgers sweep the wild card series in Cincinnati's season and move on to set up a heavyweight fight against the Phils.
Comeback job, and for Sasaki, as we saw last night with Blake Snell, just gives his ball club a chance to win. Costly error in the first inning as the Reds took the lead 2-0. Then the Dodgers, I mentioned before, we keep hearing it from other people, when the Dodgers get it going offensively, they came up with a run in the third, made it a 2-run game. And then in that fourth inning, as we've heard from other people again, here they come. Well, they open the gates. Yep, and here comes the Dodgers. So it was a tough task. And the Dodgers, they know where they're going to be headed now. One of the steps that Dave Roberts talked about the other day when they clinched the Western Division. He said, look, that's step 1. Well, now they've gone to step 2.